Got it, bitch.
All right, so we find ourselves back
NSA.
in the Elven temple, not so much temple, but the temple to the moon, where you guys had been previously when you guys came up to Lonely Wood a week or so ago. You guys this time brought a severed hand with you and had opened up the sarcophagus while you guys were, when you came back. Inside the sarcophagus, you guys did find a elven mummy named Sahan that gave you guys, did not fight you guys, but just kind of wished to be put back to rest. He did give you a little bit of information about the moon dial, and said that anything that you guys could find inside the temple was yours to help defeat the Ariel. If there was anything left in there after, if anything had not been pillaged yet. So you guys then went in, and Tehran, you guys opened up the door in front of Tehran first. Tehran saw nothing in there. And you guys opened up the door in front of why am I finding
Alice?
On Alice, yes, thank you.
Snakes.
And Alice found a whole bunch of snakes on the inside of the door. With a bad start, Alice was bitten by a whole bunch of different snakes, and then saw a wolf jump up onto the tomb inside, running out. Eventually, you guys drew the snakes out, and not a wolf, but a druid then appeared in the hallway, casting a fog cloud over the group, attempting to kind of work her way out of the temple here. You saw her change into a giant snowy owl, trying to escape. You guys forced her to turn back before she was able to turn again and escape up through the opening into the outside world, keeping low to avoid being shot up over the hill. She eventually made her way out and away from the group. And that's where we left you guys off. Having explored the room a little bit, being prepared to take a long rest as the night was starting to settle in here. You guys explored the two rooms and had left the mirror to explore in the morning. And that's what we'll pick up.
Oh, more like we bed down for a whole night?
But
You guys can do whatever you want.
I thought they were short resting.
I thought we were going to short rest, and the only reason we stopped is because it was towards the end of the play session.
So yeah, I'm going with a short rest.
Yeah.
I thought we were at the end of like the day as well, though.
No, because if we need to use if you have any more spell slots left, we want to cast it before we rest, so that you don't use the moon spell in the morning, right?
What am I using the moon spell on?
Because it has to be a full moon to open the mirror, I think.
Yeah, whatever the mirror was. So let's just take a short rest and then do this and then talk and then probably travel. Do you want to use any hit dice?
Yeah,
I would prefer a long rest.
It's like middle of the day.
Well, we're gonna short rest, do some more shit, and then maybe
it's most of the way into the evening now.
Oh,
early
yeah,
evening,
because
if
we
not
traveled
delayed
like
evening.
We traveled quite a bit, guys. Like you have to remember that.
It took you guys about 3 hours or so to get up to Lonely Wood, and probably another 3 hours of traveling, 4 hours of traveling to try and find this place. So an hour or two of dicking around.
Yeah, I'm still kind of okay with leaving still, but I would like to short rest before we fuck with anything, is what I'm saying.
I would like to stay the night.
Yeah, a couple people got fucked pretty bad here.
Most because I'm out of level 3s.
Because you were not maximum?
Okay, I wanted to just do it.
I'm sorry.
I said I just wanted to do it.
I did not hear. I apologize.
I'll vote either way. If I get a vote.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
What's happening? I'm just trying to take a short rest before we fuck with the mirror. That's all.
And we're doing that, but I would like to take a long rest after we're done with the mirror.
Cool.
That's cool. Yep.
Sure.
All right, everybody else just roll d6 too with your hit dice. I'll strum away.
I don't think it matters.
It doesn't, but I'd like you to respect my wishes.
I do respect them. I just didn't hear it.
All right, so you guys are short resting.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ron and Ellis are healing.
Hang on.
Oh yeah.
I'll roll a die and then another one for what you call it.
The
D6.
6. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh man, that was unsatisfying. We almost fucking had that druid.
Yeah.
I wonder what her deal is.
She's a bitch.
I mean,
She's a bitch.
Understood.
Ariel's little.
well, let's just rest up and then go take a look at the mirror, like we planned.
Alrighty.
All right. So after your short rest, you guys make your way over towards the mirror.
Quicks, you want to inspect this?
I would love to.
Okay. I'll help you out.
Peek over shoulders
Um,
in case anything looks
Monty, this thing
interesting.
is crazy fucking old. Is there anything different
I'll
that
get-
you would know about it than I
I'll
would?
get out of the way. Monty, you help. And Quicks, you go.
Sure. I don't know. It's very definitely magical and old, so I could go either way on that.
Okay. I will do.
I would like to take a look at that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Quicks, you'd like to take a look at it? Yeah.
No, I think honestly, I think you might be better just because it's old and magicy, and isn't that your whole shtick?
Yeah, it is.
I
Alright,
will
Caitlin,
assist you.
what do you want me to do to inspect this
If you make me
before we moonbeam it?
All right.
so what are you looking to do?
Understand
So
its
quick,
purpose?
do we let's see, are we trying to figure out if there's
See if you can
type
figure
of
out
magical vibe about it, of like what it might
Well,
do?
maybe if
'Cause it's
there's
not a
some
door.
writing around it, if it tells us what it does. You know, might not be a
Go
bad
wake
idea.
up pointy
Like an
ears.
instruction manual.
It's,
Just go knock on the coffin.
Quicks is a
What's
crazy
the mirror
bonus
do?
for elven shit.
I do have a elven history. I have advantage on elven history. So I only have like a +5. So
You could probably both make a check individually then.
yeah,
You
yeah.
do
I'll-
that.
All right. I'm gonna try and make a elven history check just to see if I can. Or is there any wording or written around the mirror?
Make me an investigation check.
I will do that then.
I'll help you look for investigation.
Okay.
You do the
So
investigation.
help is actually only a combat thing that you guys. So
It truly is not. It's an action.
it is truly an action in combat thing. Under Chapter 9, combat help. So
It is very much a combat thing.
it is
So-
truly not a thing that you guys are supposed to be doing all the time.
What is this then? And how does it apply to, and I'm just curious, but like how does this wording for historian apply to combat? And I'm cool with us like
Yeah.
smoothing this over, Keelan, like figuring out how we want to do it, so it's not like broken
guess
and
it's-
strange and all that. But
Yeah. All right.
and if it's like just more about how we play our characters more into like the characters' traits and stuff, that's fine, and we do
Whatever.
less advantage-y things too.
Yeah.
If you're good at investigating, I'm good at like old magical shit, that's fine too, and we just use the advantage less. If that's kind of what you're angling for, Keelan, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, we gotta work into it a little bit more.
19.
So the 19 investigation, you're looking over the mirror, and you see a number of kind of drawings, and kind of it's very much reminiscent of the moon dial outside, and kind of some of the intricate design work of the mirror itself. Looking about the mirror, though, you don't see any words inscribed into it.
Okay, obviously no pictographs. Essentially, there's no instruction manual that I can find.
No.
All right.
Other than the fact that you do see at the top of the mirror what looks to be like a full moon symbol.
Okay.
All right. Should we have fire this up, or what do you think, Quicks?
I guess, yeah. We're only going to find out by doing at this point. Then, if there's no, or we go back and ask the mummy, because he's just hanging out for the next 10,000 years or whatever.
Kind this time.
Someone just walk up and be like, "Hello." So, I don't know.
All right.
Let's just do the moon thing. Who's going to touch it with their hands? Or look at it, I suppose.
I'd like to be a little nearer the mirror.
Near the mirror?
Yeah.
I will be. I mean, unless you want to, Alice, I can be in the thick of it with the mirror. Unless you would like.
I just want to be near in case more snakes come out.
I don't like snakes.
Mad at snakes.
I would like to be able to see Monty, but not the mirror, which I think is probably where I would be positioned right now. So when it's activated, I want to be able to see in. I do not want to be able to see into it, but I do want to be able to see Monty. Is that kind of where I'm at then?
Yeah, I think that's if you're kind of poking your head around the corner to see Monty, but not the mirror. That's a good spot.
The mirror. Mr. Attorney.
All right, are we ready to give Eno? Tell him to pull the trigger.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
All right, Eno, fire it up.
Eno's outside.
Gleam. Oh, Eno's outside. He left.
He's got to be outside to do the.
I can't hear or see you guys. I'm outside.
Yeah, someone yell out the door and tell him to pull the lever.
All right. So as you guys yell out there towards Eno,
okay.
3 mammoths come in.
Right.
The moonbeam shines down on the full moon circle, full moon icon, and as it does, you guys see the mirror kind of magically start to apparate and whatnot, and it kind of, as it starts to kind of focus and everything kind of to come into play, the fog starts to dissipate from it, and as you look into the mirror, it's almost as if you're zooming in on the back of a white, smaller stature snowy owl.
Ooh.
And you hear the classical sound. Hoo, 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 hoo.
Kill it?
I'd love to kill it.
And as you look about, make me a perception check.
Okay.
So if you're looking, so you're looking at the mirror.
I'm looking into the mirror.
Okay.
Oh, that was so close to being very good.
And you see a regularly sized snowy owl, kind of
Looks like an owl.
looking into the forest.
Do I notice anything that has changed magically or about it, or anything odd off about it? Not really.
Not really.
Monty, touch the mirror with your hands.
I touched the mirror with my hands.
Okay. You touch the mirror.
I touched the mirror.
Alice, you witness Monty reach his hands out, and as he goes to touch it, he hits the edges, and he kind of brings his hands in and touches the mirror, and it looks to be almost like a window of sorts.
I give him a little.
Through?
I give him a little like hip bump so that he stumbles forward and like his head knocks on the mirror, like maybe to get the owl's attention.
Okay. Roll me a strength check.
Oh, he's going
You gotta
for the
contest
mirror.
my strength.
Not you.
Wait, me or
Or we're gonna
Monty?
crack the mirror.
Alice.
Just a strength check.
Oh
yeah.
God.
Hey, how
Do
long
like
has it been?
middling
Oh,
on this one.
She's not raging, so take the first one.
Oh fuck!
Oh Jesus! My head's
Alright,
gonna be
buddy.
inside of it.
So Alice, thinking that she's gonna be kind of funny, wanting to see what happens, hip checks Monty into the mirror, and as he hits the mirror with such force, the mirror starts to crack. And
God.
as you look through the mirror, you see Monty kind of push up against it, and the mirror continues to kind of crack, and then all of a sudden it dissipates.
Wait, the
Oh,
crack or
no.
the image?
The image.
Fuck!
Oh, I turn around and be like, what the hell did you do that for? This is not how you handle sensitive magical things.
Right, can't be trusted.
No, I don't know. Is there a tap on the glass again? Is there anything left of the image? It's all gone.
We remoon it.
As you tap on
I
the
start to unbuckle
mirror,
my pants.
Well-
No, I'm kidding.
Can I ask a question before we continue with this? How long has it been since I cast?
it's probably been about a minute or so.
Aha. So my spell ends after a minute.
So can you just shift it off and put it back real quick?
No, it ends after a minute.
Oh, so then we're.
So here's
There's
the
no
question.
moonlight.
You are not muted.
I was
Oh,
before.
were you? Okay.
So here's the question then. Did the image turn off because of casting or did the image turn off because of damage? Also, I'm not there.
Yeah. Is it still working? He yells in the door.
I shout back. Did you do something aside from me getting face planted into the?
I'm sorry. You're just such a little guy.
I am average build. I am thoroughly average. How dare you call me?
We'll peek his head back in. Did it work? Did the mirror turn on?
Turned on, and then something disrupted it very forcefully, and then I got a bloody nose. I don't know.
Well, okay.
That's what they told me to say. I don't know. I fell down the stairs, and this is what happened. I tripped. It's my fault.
I fell down some stairs.
Ran into a doorknob.
Again?
I'm not healing that.
That's right. I'll wear it with pride. I don't know. Does anybody have any other thoughts on about this mirror?
Have you tried breaking it?
We did try breaking it. We were successful at breaking it.
Not intentionally,
Is
but
there anything behind it? That was my idea actually. I was gonna move out of the way and test your strength with the -1 that I would have thrown. That could not have possibly done anything against it, but I let it happen.
You don't see anything behind it, but obviously all you see right now is a shattered, kind of cracked mirror.
Are there any pieces of glass that fell off of it?
Nothing fell off.
Could I take a piece of the glass or no?
You can
Does
try.
anybody know mending?
And as you pick out one of the pieces and kind of get your fingers underneath it, you pull it off, and behind the mirror, you're half expecting to see a tunnel or something kind of leading up behind it. But all that you see is the section that you're in, that you pulled out behind right now. All you see is a similar stone wall to what you are standing next to.
I'll pocket the glass shard.
Okay.
Anybody else have any thoughts?
I'm tired.
Well, we probably need some sleep before we stumble into anything else.
All right.
Like, I'm hitting exhaustion at this point. Tired.
you that tapped out?
I've got 1 level 2 left and 2 level 1s.
I mean, that's not so bad. I only have 2 altogether.
Yes, but you get yours back on short rests.
I already
don't.
have them back. Yeah.
Feels good. Ready to run a marathon.
Oh fuck you, Diana, lay down.
What the fuck are you doing?
Go off the top rope. Fucking elbow drop that kid.
RKO out of nowhere.
Anything else you guys are doing here?
No, I'm ready to take a nap then. If we're laying,
right.
they're laying down for the night.
Sounds good. As you guys, you guys.
Did we notice if the doors were, if you can open them from within while we were inside either of the rooms?
You didn't specifically look for anything. I just didn't
Well-
say you.
Quix, could you come with me, please?
Yeah, sure.
Can you take a
Well,
look at
there's-
this door? Do you think we could open this from the inside, whether the phase of the moon matters or not?
Can I get an investigation check for that?
Sure, make an investigation check.
I hope.
Me home.
With a 10, you do see on the inside of the door what kind of looks like some sort of kind of turning handle thing. Do you think that if you had closed the door from the inside that you would be able to get back out?
Then it'd probably be the best place if we're gonna sleep for the night is to sleep in one of these rooms.
Yeah, I'll do the thing where you just when you turn the handle, is there like a something that retracts visibly to allow the door to unlock?
It's kind of looks like a big circular handle, a big circle, kind of domed on the inside with a kind of a rod going up through the middle, and it looks like that kind of rotates in the door.
Okay.
So
Then it would probably likely be let's go to the other one and go sleep in there and call it a night.
The one with the pile of snakes in it?
Oh, the snakes all came
The
out.
snakes are all dead, plus it's bigger.
I
Not really, it's
kick-
about the same size.
I kick snakes away
It's
as
truly, it is twice as big.
I go to enter. Fuck you, corpses.
okay, is going. Nicola follows you. You guys take your rest.
Hold on.
No coffee, anything?
Good.
I
Here, bring a
have-
soda, please. Thank you.
I have nothing to make this a more comfortable sleep.
Okay.
There is a bedroll in there if you want fleas or whatever they had.
I was thinking more along the lines of we're outside in the middle of winter, in the
No, we're
coldest
in a-
winter alive.
We're inside a room that,
Underground in a mountain, right?
yeah, relatively another person was sleeping in this, so it's
Just saying,
habitable, I
like
assume.
a fire wouldn't be the worst idea.
We would suffocate and die
It's true.
because it's a closed door.
Except
but
me,
because-
you would all die. Yes.
Yeah, because we're underground, though, it shouldn't drop below 60 degrees.
All right.
Well, out of character. That's the whole reason that library was built underground.
Make me a survival check. See if you know that.
Just gonna sleep in my
I
winter
would
clothes.
know that.
Yeah.
You'd know that inside mountains or hills that it is temperatures are a little bit more stable inside.
All right.
So, all right.
So this would be the better place to sleep.
Yeah.
Let's bunker down.
Okay, sounds good.
Lock the door.
Is there locking the door?
Close the door.
Yep, for sure we'll close it.
So you close the door. You hear a thunk as the door kind of seals shut, and you turn the handle, and you hear just kind of like this movement of gears. Kind of, it almost sounds like it's off shift a little bit. Like there's something magical about turning that handle. And you think it probably has something to do with its relation to the moonbeam dial outside.
Okay.
So, all right. Anything else? Are you guys taking watch? Are you guys?
Oh, yeah. 1 sec.
I think that may not be a bad idea.
I could take one.
Okay. Who's taking
Yeah.
first watch then?
I will take second and third.
I'll take first then.
Sounds good. Why don't you go ahead and make me a perception check?
Well, before I do, because yeah, I suck at those,
Okay.
but I know
Go
something
on.
that doesn't.
A different animal.
Yep.
Do you still have enough shapeshifts for the day?
I get that back by using short rests.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
That's really nice.
So now I am a wolf.
Okay. Sounds good.
And because we can't see anything, I get advantage because it's relying on sound, right?
Yep.
So yeah. Where's my perception? There it is. There we go.
Nice. So double 17s. The first part of your watch passes, and as you're sitting there, kind of curled up, in your wolf form, keeping your ears out, tilting every now and then, as you think you hear something kind of.
Hell? Oh, I
What?
refreshed. I refreshed. I was
Okay.
like, why is it refreshing?
Tilting your head as you think you hear movement, but any movement that you do hear is from the people inside around you. And your watch passes without anything trying to open up the door.
All right, so I revert back to normal Eno and lightly kick Quixotic's feet to wake him up. Your
Alright.
turn.
I will have done this.
And then he'll slumber up against the wall.
And just kind of sit right there. Look
With
at
your
the
book.
door, listen for stuff. And would you consider that? I mean, it would just be a flat roll, right? Because darkness is still, even though I have dark vision, it still counts as dim light, right?
Are you trying to look for anything, or?
Well, no, just like I'm keeping watch, which would be a perception check, which I should have advantage on.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
if it's visual, but I don't know if we lit any light
You
sources.
could always
in here.
just have a light source.
Yeah. I'll light a candle or something, and then I can look with advantage at the door. Just stare intently at the door
Okay.
and listen. There we go.
So with a 26, you stare at that door and you don't notice anything else moving on that door. You see slight movement from your compatriots, but you don't notice anything else moving around you. So you're concentrated on watching things, and to the point where it's hard to hear anything else outside of the kind of the flow of the beating of your heart. So.
All right. And then third watch. Would Tyranner, does anyone else want to be up for third watch? Otherwise, I'll just do 2 in a row, which has kind of been pretty common. Take that as an okay then.
I'm good.
After zoning out last time, staring intently, I will focus more on listening to hear if there's anything outside the door. So I'll just roll normal. 14.
Okay. With a 14, this time concentrating more on trying to hear what may be on the other side of the door. You start to hear some movement on the other side of the door. and it's muffled. It's hard to tell what it is, and especially it's a solid stone door, but something on the other side of the door is moving around.
Okay. Do I get any sort of sense of how close or far away it is?
You get the sense that if it is making, if you think it is making noise, you hear something making noise.
Enough noise to hear it through the stone.
That's probably pretty close.
Okay. I will. I'll wake Tehran. Wake in quotation marks and say, "Hey, I think there's something moving around outside the door."
Well, let's fucking kill it then.
Yeah. Let me try and quietly open the door, I guess.
Sure. I'll stand here. You open the door.
All right. Would you like stealth or sleight of hand?
Are you trying to be stealthy about it?
I am.
All right, and you're gonna roll me a stealth check.
$23.
Okay. With a 23, you think that you're able to open the door quietly, and it's a stone door with components inside of it that are moving, but you get the sense that it is likely what little sound you may have made, you're able to kind of muffle it with your hands and kind of cloak.
Mhm.
As the door cracks open, could I take a look if it's right at the entrance or anything, whatever it is?
Okay. As you look out, you see what looks like to be the butt end of a white furry rear end kind of walking away from you.
Can I make a nature check to see what kind of white furry animal it might have been?
Sure.
How big does this thing appear to be?
I had a d6 of this.
Make me a perception check.
Sure. I'm looking at it, right?
You are looking at it.
Does it look like a bear or a deer or a moose or
Oh, shit.
dog?
Well, this thing has some chunk to it. This definitely looks to be some sort of white, perhaps albino bear.
He knows transformed into something like this, has he not at this point, or no? Am I thinking
He has
wrong?
been polar bear.
Okay. Does it look like polar bear?
It does look like a polar bear.
Is it the ass end of a polar bear?
It is the
Regular
ass end
wagon.
of a polar bear.
All
Do you
right.
think you can kill a polar bear?
I will quietly start waking. Oh, actually, you know what? I'll close the door first.
You could just close the door. I mean,
Someone's
let's
gonna have like
do
night
that.
terrors and be like, "Whoa!"
No, let's just close the door. Geez, yeah, you can see it. Look at it.
Oh, in the.
As you
Let's
close
close
the
the
door, the whoosh of the air kind of exiting out of the room, with all of your smell, pushes
Okay.
itself down the hallway.
That's a big fucking bear.
Yeah, looks like a Coca-Cola bear.
Drink
All right.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, we'll start waking people up. Hey,
The
hey.
little babies.
Did we get our whole rest?
Not quite.
Nope.
Not yet.
Oh, wait. Third. Okay.
Dad said we didn't.
Yeah. If I didn't take a watch and I woke up on the third watch, would I have not slept before that, or is there a little bit more after this third watch for me to get the full rest?
It's I don't know.
I'm just
It
curious.
is- As the way I always do it is that like once all three rests are complete, or once all three watches are complete, is kind of what everybody gets their full
Okay.
rest.
Well, we didn't really interrupt it too much. We can just go back to sleep.
Yeah.
It's light activity.
But the bear smelled us. It may.
Knock down the magical door. I'm not worried about it.
They try
Let's
to
go
force
sleep.
feed us Coca-Cola. I mean,
My God.
If it's a druid, they would have come in already. If it's just a bear, I'm not worried about just a bear. So we could probably just all go back to sleep. no good reason to wake everyone.
Okay. Well, then we'll wait until morning. I just want, yeah, I guess I really just wanted to make sure that it wasn't the druid, because we've got a druid and we got into the door. If the druid came back, they would also get in the door, I assume, because they had to have a way to get in here. Because I doubt they were leaving once a month. So, all right. Well then,
Yep.
I guess go back to sleep, little one. He'll wake you in 3 hours or whatever.
Okay. So as you guys head back to sleep, Kosato, you still kind of hear slight movements outside the door, kind of moving back and forth. So occasionally you hear a call, like a bear call.
Could be eating snakes.
Oh,
Ooh, that's
Bears eat snakes.
sure, they're omnivores.
Bears beats
Eat
Battlestar
anything.
Galactica.
Yeah.
All right. As long as it didn't wake anybody, I guess I'll just let them all do
They
their
wake
thing.
Eno did not wake up.
Yeah. The thing Eno sleeps the sleep of someone who has no guilt over anything they've done in their life.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Like baby.
No, Eno sleeps like a fucking mountain.
There you go.
So, I'm gonna go back to sleep. Wake me up if it's any more serious than a bear.
Yeah. I'll
Or if the bear gets serious.
does the door swings in, or no, out, right?
In.
Door swings out.
Or swings in.
Door swings in. Okay. I'll sit close enough to it where I'd be like right there if it opens, and then I'll just kind of keep an eye on it.
I'll stay asleep where I am with my shoulder on the seam of the door.
It'll wake you.
It'll wake me.
All right.
Did you wake up?
No,
No. All right.
nobody woke me up.
I just realized
Cool.
I was critically staring at a bear's ass.
Delicious.
Nom, nom.
Critical
the rest-
bear ass stare.
The rest of your watch passes without any further ado,
May we long rest.
and you guys are long rested.
Thank you.
Hey.
So
Hang on a sec, just messaging Alex.
Oh, yeah.
His computer crashed, he said.
Ah,
goodbye.
Yeah, I was
fucking
wondering where you
computer.
went.
boo. All right.
Really aggressive.
He's been talking about how shitty his computer is for 2 years.
Mhm.
In this economy, you want him to buy a new computer?
You can't afford
Yeah,
a
graphics cards are cheap.
graphics card.
Well, now that
Um,
Bitcoin starts dropping, maybe graphics cards will become on sale.
Nope.
I fucking
People start dumping them.
I yeeted my GME stock when it was high, and that's how I got mine. So it is what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's bad. I'm looking at a $2,000 setup right now just for basic running of gaming.
I believe it. All right. All right. Wake everybody up and let them know, hey, there might be a big ass polar bear on the other side of this door. There was last night.
Hold on,
Ooh.
let me go talk to him.
Is
It
it
might
a
be the
friend of yours,
druid, and
Eno?
if it's the druid, they might be pissed at us.
Well, let me go talk to him.
They fired snakes at us first.
That is
I had no
not
qualms about
inaccurate.
going all out on someone who attacked us on site. So if they
Yeah.
come back again, they're getting attacked on site. Turnabout is fair play.
Agreed.
All right, let's open the door, see what's going on. I'm
Right.
gonna let someone else open it so I can have
If we're,
my bow
if we're all
out.
awake, I'm just gonna grab the fucking door and rip it open. Real
Okay.
fast. Surprise, motherfucker!
There's the bear.
And
gonna-
in front of you is a bear. At this point, kind of coming towards you.
How's he
Wait,
fitting?
wait,
How you,
wait, wait,
how you fitting
wait.
here, Bear?
Are you
Squeezing.
saying that to the
You
bear?
squeeze. Yeah, how you
Does it-
fitting here, Bear?
Does it want
Oh.
berries?
Yeah, can we feed the bear?
He's squeezing. You know,
Just give it a shitload of good berries.
You know, see if it's hungry.
yeah, what do you can you help us out with this?
How many snakes did it eat?
I would love
To
to
get
do
to the
that.
center
Thank
of
you
the
for letting
spot.
me talk to the bear.
Go talk to the bear.
Thank you. I will hold up my hand, slowly walk towards it.
I know you never fucked a bear.
seeing if I can at least communicate with it that we're not trying to fuck with it.
Okay. So what are you're putting your hands up?
Yeah, like reaching out, trying to handle the bear.
Right, make me an animal handling check.
Oh, fuck me.
Ooh.
As you reach your hands
I feel like I
up,
could use help with that.
the bear puts his hands up as well, and goes to claw into you.
Oh,
Hey, not nice.
Bad bear.
is
You
this,
gotta do
is
this.
this part of it?
You gotta do the Caesar
Can I shoot it
Milan.
now?
15
It
hit.
hits. It hits.
Oh fuck! 15 hits.
Jesus.
You take 16 slashing damage as the bear
Oh,
slashes
shit.
into you.
Can I
Are you
shoot
gonna
it now?
try again?
Everybody stay back.
I don't know. I
Miss
don't know
it half
that.
his face.
I just crossed
Be
my arms.
calm.
I literally go right up to the bear and headbutt it.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Oh, God.
Roll me an unarmored or
Attack.
an unarmored attack roll. Okay.
But I'm in correlation, I'm trying to get it to calm down.
Oh,
Well, this is how I speak to them. It's not with my hands, with my head.
Trying to mind meld by putting his brain through its brain.
So with a 25, as you headbutt this bear after it had slashed its claws into you, it takes a step back. You know,
Are you hungry? Is that what's going on?
do you have to speak with animals, or are you just?
I'm just literally talking to it. I can't
Don't
understand
druids
it. Like
get like a woodland creatures talk thing or something?
it's
just innately?
Sylvan. It's speaking with other like mystical style animal stuff.
I thought they could just talk to forest shit.
Nope. I have the spell, but I didn't prepare it
Please.
because we literally just woke up. So unless you're going to allow me to go back and change one of my level ones, which I can do on like the mornings and talk to animals, I can.
we're here.
Yeah.
You would have known that they would have. I'm assuming that they would have told you that there was a bear outside.
We definitely didn't wake them out. We didn't. No, we literally said we didn't wake anyone up to tell them about the bear, didn't we? Like she was
in the middle of the night. No, but did you tell anybody in the morning, or you just opened the door?
Yeah, we told them that there was a bear outside when
Alright,
before we
cool.
woke them up.
Okay.
Then I have something special.
Okay.
All right.
Do the thing.
Do it. Wow us with your druid wilds.
People could eat that thing.
I now have a telepathic link with the polar bear.
What?
Okay.
That is friendly to you, charmed by you. Does the bear have an intelligence above 4?
Yep.
Wait,
It's
no.
6.
Is
Or at
it
least mine's 6.
fucking what?
No,
The bear's intelligence, not your
Yeah.
intelligence.
No, the bear's intelligence is. Oh, that's
There-
right. It is mine.
No, the
There are a
spell
ton of
fails if the
caveats,
beast's
yeah.
intelligence is 4 or higher.
Yeah. There's a bunch of caveats at the beginning that says you need to be friendly with it or charmed.
I'm
And-
friendly with it. It's not attacking me right now.
I don't know that.
This thing's gonna eat your face.
It did swipe you, unless that was like a high. This is a love tap.
Fine. I will rephrase this.
No. I'll allow it because like you headbutted him and you did an animal handling check that kind of stunned the bear and kind of paused him for a second. So,
Polar bear has an int of 2.
There you go. Perfect.
Mhm. There we go. So I'm just like slowly talking to it. Like, are you hungry?
The link that these can understand your telepathic message. I can telepathically communicate simple emotions and concepts back to you. Like this active, the beast gains advantage on attack rolls against any creature within 5 feet. Maybe that you can see. All right. So you get back a sense of sadness. You get a sense of confusion.
He was friends with the snakes.
You don't get a feeling of hunger as you ask your question, though.
What's going on, buddy? You want to show me?
And as you say that, he kind of pushes on towards you, kind of heading towards the room where you just came from.
Hold on. Let me get my friends out of here, and then you can go right on in, and it's all yours, okay? But we just want to leave.
And he kind of
I think we did.
you get a sense of kind of confusion again, wondering, a sense of wonder, a sense of who are you? What are you? And like, just kind of you get a little bit of a sense of anger now.
Okay. And then, since I still have the ability to do this, because it's special, because it's a concentration, so I can maintain concentration and transform into my polar bear form.
Okay.
There's now 2 polar bears in this hallway.
Does anyone have an idea which way this is going already?
Quick,
don't know,
somebody
but-
mark the one that's ours.
Are
Put a
they-
black mark on him.
Are they? Did they let us out in the main chamber? It
No.
sounds like, or no?
You're
Nope.
you're
okay.
blocked off. You're officially 100%
Two
blocked off.
bare asses. It's like a nudist colony in here.
And so the bear, he's kind of unsure as to what as to what you're doing. You get a sense of confusion again. But as what are you doing in your bear form?
I'm literally just trying to push him back slowly, like not aggressively, just nudge him back so that we can move everybody out.
Okay. Sounds good. As you start to kind of push him, you get a sense of playfulness that starts to kind of being conveyed to you.
Oh, okay.
And then
I can deal with that.
He kind of runs back and up the stairs a little bit, and kind of runs back towards you. And
He's gonna fuck the bear.
I was just gonna go there. I was like, playfulness.
Yep,
needs a
we're gonna
little
go
bit-
outside and
a
play
little
then.
more.
yeah,
So yeah, the 2 of us run off for a little bit.
Just
We'll
a
go-
little bit.
We'll go play wrestle outside, I guess. As bears do.
Do what the bears do.
Let's
Bears
leave
and the
then,
bees.
I think. Let's just go out here. Everyone meet out by the brazier. Let's get the fuck out of here.
All right.
By the brazier.
So while they're all like getting out, I'll play wrestle with my new friend.
Oh wait,
okay.
brazier up here. Got it.
And the bear, let's see, is the bear noticing everybody who's kind of running by? The bear only somewhat takes notice as to the people going by. He smells them, but doesn't take large notice because he is having a boatload of fun rolling the snow.
Load.
All right. So as soon as everybody gets out, I'll drop the form and give him a playful hug, and we'll walk out.
You leave him there with Nicola.
Well, Nicola
new
got
cheer
out
toy
with
for
everybody
you.
else, I'm assuming.
You give him
Yeah.
scritches.
Yeah, but I give him scritches, give him attention, feed him a berry.
Okay. Sounds good. And as you go to turn, he kind of saunters down the hallway again, kind of rubbing himself kind of along the side walls down the tunnel.
So everybody's over at the brazier. So I will limp my
Yeah.
way over and say, okay, that didn't start off really good, but ended really good.
Hey, nice job.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
no
good
one got eaten by a
stuff.
bear.
You know why that bear wanted to be in that room so bad? Did you?
Yeah,
get a
that's where he
sense of that?
slept.
With the door closed constantly.
No, the door was always open.
The door was
What?
always closed. That door was always closed with that
It was
druid in
closed
it.
last time we
Moonbeam.
were here. Yeah, for sure.
Well, maybe the
100%.
druid saw us coming and closed it and then opened it back up. I don't know, but the bear slept in that room
Is
with
there
the
any
druid.
chance that that bear was a druid?
Nope.
Is there any chance that that bear is at least an ally of the druid?
Nope.
I know
How
you're
would one
super
know
confident, but I'm not
Insight
super
check?
confident that that door is always open. But I guess it doesn't matter.
Insight check. Does he know that that's a thing?
Make me an insight check.
All right.
He's
Okay.
totally bullshitting, yeah.
But here's the thing. I'm not bullshitting you because I'm lying. I'm bullshitting you because I just don't fucking know.
You have no idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you didn't
Right.
have that
It's like, oh, yeah,
conversation.
fucking shit. Yeah, this thing does the thing.
So that
You get
bear,
this. You get the sense that is posturing a little bit with his bear knowledge.
But here,
But
here's
like,
here's
thinks
also
that-
something you're getting off of, as well. He is kind of pissed off at you guys for killing everything we come across.
We've only
It's-
except for the
attack
druid, the
killed
druid got
any-
away
we
And the
haven't killed
druid only got
anything.
away because it ran away.
because it fucking attacked us on sight.
With none of us had a chance to talk to it because I didn't get a chance to talk to
Because
it.
it
Threw
attacked
snakes
us
in our
on
face.
sight.
It threw 4 piles of snake at Alice and then attacked all of you, including you, as
I'm
a bear.
I'm explaining Eno's theory to you guys.
Okay.
Eno is not
He ain't-
smart.
He ain't bright.
Yeah.
So Eno goes, "Yeah, the bear's a friend," and I go,
Mm,
Mm,
I don't believe that that bear is some kind of friend to the druid coming to get fed or something.
"Well, so the problem is there's okay.
do you think we're
come
gonna
back-
get anything by
It doesn't
doing anything
matter.
with
What are we
the
gonna
bear?
do?
Probably
That
just
doesn't matter. We're gonna come back through what's it called, the tattoo town in
No, we're
like 3
going-
days, and they're gonna be like, we're being terrorized by a polar bear now instead of a giant mammoth or something like that.
Whatever.
Can we
It
go
doesn't
investigate the cabin now?
Well, then
Yeah,
we'll
let's
get
go
paid for
investigate
another
cabin.
job as opposed to taking care of it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
That's
Man,
true.
you guys got giant animal problems. We gotta go kill this one too now.
I don't know how that
There
could
you
happen.
All right,
Okay.
let's go find that cabin.
Okay. He's
We
going
did,
back to Lonelywood to pick up Kohi.
Yes.
I suppose we'd have to, yeah.
And
Yep, we will.
Nicola is feeling a little bit off today.
Uh,
Yeah.
By the
We'll go
bus.
back to Lonelywood quick, drop him off, and pick up Koi.
All right.
Whatever illness Kohi had, I guess Nicola picked
Hmm?
up.
Do we
Nicholas
spend
got
less?
the Omni
Do
Slab.
we
the
spend less
Omicron.
time
It's
traveling
got
through
The
the?
Omnicrom.
Turtle diarrhea. It's everywhere.
Could we? Are we going to spend the same amount of time trying to get back, or are we more acclimated to traveling through these woods by now, having gone in and out of it 3 times?
Well, we're
You
not
get,
trying to.
you get the sense that if going back, it's you get the sense that it's pretty straightforward. But as you turn around to try and keep an eye on where you were, you get a dizzying sense of kind of the trees start to like loom large, and you aren't sure. You're like, I swear I just came from that direction, and you kind of look at your footprints, and they kind of peter off into the snow. It's almost like it's hard
almost-
to see where you just were.
It's
Is
almost like the
there-
place was a druid's grove or something like that.
I was gonna say, is there some sort of implication there might be a magical way to divert us, just based on the fact that we know we've found it before and it's still hard to find?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
I think
you
that
get,
was
you
the-
get the, you
that's
get the,
been that way
you get the
since
strong
day
sense
one.
of that. Yeah. So,
Okay.
so you work your way back to Lonelywood. You get back to the tavern where you guys left Kohi. And Nicola goes, guys, I must have caught whatever Kohi had. I'm gonna sit this one out.
Well, I hope you don't turn into a turtle too.
I'm just picturing Kohi up in his room in his shell, spinning like a top, just shitting diarrhea onto the wall.
There's like
So
a
much
there's like a berm around him.
Yes.
Got like a circular mound.
We have a good idea of
Solid
where we're
rotation.
going.
Yeah.
Like, would we know
were
that if
informed.
we went up, like if we followed the river, it would be better than going through the woods?
Yeah, so
Get
Copper had
grandma's
kind of
house.
described the best way to get up there as kind of following the river up along, kind of between the river and the woods along the edge there. And then once you get past the river, start heading inland to avoid the kind of deep ravine that kind of are in that area and whatnot. So he gave you pretty good directions. So
Yeah, and then let's mount up and head up the coast of the mare and take the river.
White Claw, away!
Need a roll for weather.
Oh yeah, we
We
got a
do
new
need weather,
day's worth
yeah.
of weather.
We do.
Hopefully,
The
won't
weather we
lose.
were leaving with is not very good. Let's see how good it is now.
It was cold.
it was cold, but it was nice.
It was fine.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, let's see what we get today. Who's rolling?
What do we roll?
It's
3D20.
3D20.
We were rolled for what's it called?
I thought you
Weather?
did at one point.
Oh no, I don't think I have.
6, 16, 17.
All right, so it is
Cold again.
sub-zero temperatures outside,
Okay.
but with a light breeze and a little bit of light snow falling today, enough to kind of once you get along the woods, or once you get out of the woods and kind of walking along the lake, you're able to kind of track, you're able to track yourselves and kind of keep a better eye on each other. So
You doing okay, Koi? Okay, good. Let's go.
He's like, don't ask about it. I moved on. It was a horrible experience.
All said
Get
in the.
Get your shell. Get your shell cleaned out.
It's all
All
good.
right.
Let's just go. Don't want to talk about
Are you dehydrated?
Blank stare at him.
All right, let's go.
Fully cleaned your cloaca? is
Tehran, you're a
that
man
the-
of many words now.
Talk about Kohi's cloaca.
It's cloaca.
Well, I said I had turtle diarrhea. That's what I was down with.
Oh no.
all right, so,
we-
so as you
we left
guys
Longwood, we're walking.
work your way along the lake, along Mare de Walden, and as you kind of get up along the river, you start to kind of head inland a little bit. Kind of somebody make me a survival check to kind of make sure you guys are staying on the pathway that Copper had set. So who's ever leading the group today?
Got it.
There you go.
Oh, look at
So
that.
with a survival check of 26, familiar with the kind of frigid wastelands out here, has no problem following the directions that Copper had kind of given, and you guys managed to make your way towards a cabin that Copper had described.
I do have to point out something special with Eno.
Go on.
Yep.
Because I have my Outlander, I have the ability of what's called Wanderer. I have an excellent memory for maps and geography. So,
Okay.
literally, like as we're doing this stuff, I'm learning everything about the land.
Okay.
Who talked to Copper? I asked the group. Was it Monty?
I did. Yeah. I was in there with a couple people in the Temple of Light or whatever it
Did he?
was.
Did he make known what we would expect in this cabin?
Hold on.
He
let
said
me
it was a
look at my
friend.
notes.
Yeah, but what was this? What would
Yeah,
they?
he said he hadn't. Hold on. Let me see.
I wasn't paying attention, so I don't know.
As we approach, this kind of looks like a shithole. So
House of the Morning Lord. Quite the character. Find a friend out in Black Cabin. People say it's haunted. Copper claims magical experiments were performed there. Experiments by McGregor. Been a week or two since Copper has heard from him. So, and these experiments are not sanctioned by the House of the Morning Lord. So he just wants us to check in on him because he hasn't heard from him in a while.
So
Copper's eccentric. McGregor's eccentric. Doing a bunch of experiments to stop the rhyme.
someone who is doing experiments is not reported in. Let's be careful.
A wellness check, from what
Yeah.
I think it was.
Bunch
It's
of
been a few
magical.
sessions.
Don't drink anything. I think is a
Drink, don't
bad-
touch, don't
You
walk.
told me
in
to
the
stay
weird-
hydrated.
Well, you drink whatever you like in here.
You drink whatever you like, you get the turtle shits again.
Yeah.
Pretty
So-
sure that's how you got the first time around.
Mighty Morphin Power Poos.
Still
So perched-
softeners, still hardeners.
Perched on the edge of a snowy ridge, above a gorge, is a black lodge on wooden stilts. Whatever path might have led to this ramshackle retreat lies buried underneath the snow now. You see icy steps climb to a snow-covered walkway that clings to the south side of the structure, up about 20 feet from the ground. The building's slumped posture and sagging snow-covered roof, coupled with the numerous broken windows as you approach, flapping shutters, suggest utter abandonment. You see large snowdrifts huddled around the rotting stilts and engulf a nearby woodshed and outhouse to the south. Only the wind seems to visit this sinister place now.
How long has it been since Copper heard from his friend?
Is it a couple
A
weeks?
week or two.
This is definitely not a week or two.
So it's been shitty forever. All right.
Yeah.
I'll take point on our way in. Is the front door? Did you mention where the front door was?
South, I thought? A walkway?
There's a
was it
walkway
south?
on the south, but do I see
There's
the front door?
Coming from where you guys are at, you guys don't see a walkway on the south side yet.
Can I walk this way? I'm gonna walk here.
I'd like to follow you.
As you walk past an outhouse to your south,
Ooh.
Oh, I'm by the shitter.
you're by the shitter.
Let's make sure he's not dead on the shitter.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Crossbow bolt.
You gotta, Cohee's gotta use that quick.
I'm gonna open the shitter. Is he just a corpse in the outhouse?
You gotta knock first.
I'm
This is
not
where the
knocking.
zombies usually attack.
I'm not knocking.
As you open up the door to the shitter, you
Dur.
Biohazard.
don't see you see an empty shitter. It's hard to open up. There's large snowdrifts, kind of half buried around it.
It's a Doberman.
But as you kind of dig out the door a little bit and pry the door open and peek in, you don't see anybody in the house.
I'll try to use. If we run into more of the same, I'll try to prestidigitate some warmth to like maybe get some of the snow gone, or work on the hinges or the handles if they're stuck, that kind of thing. But nope, not dead in the shitter. Hey, free wood.
Go ahead and make me an investigation check as you're looking into the shitter.
I didn't say I was investigating the shitter.
Okay, sounds good.
I'm not checking some rickety fucking shithole in like literal shithole. No, thank you.
Sounds good.
Probably frozen shit.
Nah, I'm not. My character would not give a shit.
Shitsicle.
Yeah,
You
I am
don't
interested
give
in this
a
pile
shit.
of wood.
What do you need wood for?
We all need wood in case we get stranded outside. We
Wood
bought
for?
wood. This is money.
Wood for sheep?
It's wood.
What time of day is it?
Wood for sheep. Nice.
So
At this point, it's probably about midday or so.
Okay.
I don't know that I have room for wood.
how's that bag of holding? Did we fill it with wood?
I have one.
Did we
It's
or
empty.
could we?
Let's top it off.
You have an empty bag of holding?
Yeah. It's the only thing I have.
What?
Only thing you need.
Wait, now we have 2 bags of holding?
Oh god.
We've only
Dylan, what
had
are you
two.
doing? We had this problem before.
We don't even have a
Right,
floating
bags of
castle yet.
holding.
Let's fill that bag up with all this wood. I assume
You can always
you won't
take it
need
out.
Is this a priority right now?
No, it's not a
Wood?
priority. We don't need to be doing this.
But it's birch. It's
Wood-
dry. This is seasoned wood.
I'll
We-
continue
or-
toward the door.
We can walk away from this,
I'm,
but
I'm shuffling away too.
But I'm
You
coming
can
back.
go up there.
wood is money up here.
Cool. You carry it.
All right, I'm gonna
Enjoy your
investigate
empty
the
bag
shitter.
of holding.
Yeah,
guess.
and it's mine.
I'm
Cool.
investigating the shitter.
All right, so we'll,
Just leave him behind.
I'll stay. You guys
I'm
go.
not
I'm
looking
gonna
at a
take a
shitter.
It
picture of
belongs
the
in a
shitter.
museum.
It does. It's a good
I
looking.
don't want. I don't want to have this conversation.
There we go. Look at that.
all right,
Good stuff.
Monty. With a 10 investigation, it's hard to kind of see inside, but
Stinks.
if you you spend a little bit of
Eyes are
time
burning.
taking out the door a little bit, looking inside the outhouse, you do find what looks like a stack of papers and kind of in the dim light that you're able to see through, what looks like a stack of papers and blueprints inside the outhouse.
It's like a weird place to store your
He's
documents.
probably wiping his ass with it.
I was just gonna say, I don't know if I want to touch ass wipe paper.
Just some uneducated motherfucker.
You know what?
Wiping
I've
his
dug.
ass.
I've put my hands into worse in the bottom of crypts. I'll take a look at them.
Okay. So you
Touch it with my hands.
so you're gonna spend some time and dig out the door and kind of get inside there.
Gonna do
Okay, so as you dig out the door and kind of open up fully and kind of work your way
Zombies attack.
into the outhouse, you peer inside the outhouse, just kind of curious as to like what's inside the hole, and you see what looks like to be discarded notes and blueprints that he likely was using as toilet
paper. Shitty toilet paper. Yeah.
I'm
Well, what's on the notes and blueprints though? They're discarded.
Okay.
What's it look like?
Failed experiments.
As you look at the blueprints, you see a number of kind of circles and arcane sigils and whatnot. Are you proficient in Arcana?
Yeah, let's roll and figure out what this motherfucker's doing in here.
Make me an Arcana check.
Come on, finally a good roll. That's good.
Jade's picture.
Okay. With an 18 Arcana check, it looks like the blueprints are of various stages of design of some sort of magical weather controlling device.
Ooh. All right, guys, heads up. This dude was fucking with the weather. Like, everybody's fucking with the weather up here, but not like the weather's already not fucked enough, but that's what he's trying to do, it looks like.
All right.
Also, man, this guy's ass has got to have paper cuts all over. This is not soft paper.
I can't imagine blueprint
boy.
paper is good for ass wiping. It's very glossy.
Oh.
You guys
All
waste paper on wiping your butt?
Do you use leaves?
We got pine needles.
Yeah, why
I'm
wouldn't
not
you
going to
use it?
argue the
They're
factors
both made
of
from trees,
Paper,
right?
paper is leaves.
pine
It's
cones
just
versus
refined,
architect's paper.
refined leaves.
It's like a bottle brush.
I actually have 3 seashells.
Ah, there
Oh
you
God,
There you go.
I don't know how you got seashells out here, but
All
All
right.
right.
You also don't understand
Okay,
how it works.
moving on. He's working
So-
on weather. Weather.
So tell me,
Oh,
Alice, Eno, Kohi. So you guys are, as you guys are walking along the rickety snow-covered walkway, the steps and boards of which crackle and creak underneath your feet.
We are where we are. I was waiting for you to tell us if
Okay.
anything happens while we're walking here.
Sounds good. You see 2 doors actually on the inside of this, on the south side of this building. One just north of where Alice is now, and one kind of over here to the west. There are a couple different sections along here where there's a number of boards missing, and it's no more than about 4 feet wide or so. And so with a good jump, you're able to kind of get over the edge of it.
Okay.
But as you land, your foot kind of hits and Alice, and as you land, the board kind of creaks underneath the weight of you as you land.
Step lightly, my friends.
Oh, did
No,
we
that's
pass
why-
over a place that you'd have to jump over already? Oh, yeah, kind of, I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
How deep did you say this area was?
The area over here, and it looks like you can't quite see the bottom from where you were at.
Okay.
So,
You said it was. Oh, it's over a crevice. Okay.
it's peaked on the edge of what looks to be a gorge of sorts.
Okay. All right.
Can I peek in the window here and see if I can find any signs of habitation, recent habitation?
Yeah. The window is broken, and looks like you could. And as you kind of peek your head in, you see frost covering every surface of this what looks to be abandoned workshop.
This man is dead.
So,
Can I try to open the door? Is it locked?
go ahead and you go to touch the doorknob, and the door opens. You hear as the door kind of the hinge kind of frozen a little bit, kind of breaking the seal of the frost as you open the door.
Can I look to see, please, if there's any sort of like, since this was an experimenty kind of guy, does he have the door like? Is there any security system or booby trap situation?
Want someone to investigate?
You can go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Oh, so I love the two heavy guys are still on like the ground.
Well, it kind of makes sense.
It's a good call, yeah.
Looks good.
Yep.
To the best of your knowledge, it looks good.
All right, I'm gonna slowly enter.
If she goes in, I'd be right behind her.
Explosion.
Yeah, right.
Sounds good.
Anything happen while we were here?
As you guys enter into the room, nothing appears to. Nothing. There's no explosions. Though, as you get closer to the bookcase, Alice, you hear a quick scampering as this...
Kill the druid.
Oh. You're woohoo. As you get closer to this bookcase, you hear a scampering, and as you look closely, you see a small family of squirrels kind of moving about and then kind of run out through a small hole in the corner of the room there.
I'll take a couple of the dried berries from my pack and kind of scatter them by the hole where they left.
Okay. Sounds good.
Big fan.
When you do that, you wait a minute or two, and at first nothing comes back through the hole, but food is scarce up here, and the smell of dried berries draws the squirrels back to the hole, and they kind of sit there on the ground and kind of get closer, and they pick up the berries that you threw and kind of start putting them into their mouths. Kind of their cheeks begin to grow as they pack the berries in there.
Oh, that's nice of you. I'll stick my head out the door and ask if any of the keen-eyed people would like to take a look in here.
That would be good.
Is there no door out of this room?
I think it's just a room.
As you look about this room, the only other door in this room is the door that you came in through.
Anything of interest on the bookshelf?
On the bookshelf, no. But as you look about, you do see a set of smith tools and tinkerer's tools spread across the table, along with small bits of twisted metal.
Monty, what do you make of this?
Let me take a look.
They appear to be Smith's tools.
Magical in use or more benign practical? Like, is it?
I'd like to start making my way to the west door too.
Are you on that?
What do these tools look like they're being used for?
Kohi, are you on that walkway?
Smithing and tinkering.
It would appear that he is.
Okay.
I'll be behind you.
All right, Monty, as you take a look at the tinkerer's tools, it looks to be, and then kind of the pieces of metal, you see some resemblance of the kind of blueprints and some of the pieces that you saw inside, like in the outhouse. You think that this was perhaps a place where Macratus was likely working on some of whatever weather building device that he was trying to build.
He was building a bidet. He's gonna create a thunderstorm for his asshole.
What a weird priority to have up here.
Well, the toilet paper is scarce. And
There's
the
leaves everywhere.
The leaves are needles.
Oh, I suppose.
I'll
tiny.
wait until the walkway kind of clears up a little bit and then scoot inside.
I was behind. I was behind Koi as he was going across here.
I was trying not to pack 5 people on the rickety walkway, so I'll wait until it clears up a bit and then scoot in.
Has the room been thoroughly investigated? If we looked,
Oh, I'm about to.
you do that and
I'm
let me know
gonna.
what you find. I am curious.
Do I see anything as I'm like passing past this window or anything? Or Will he see anything?
I kind of peeked it. I didn't see anything in there.
Okay.
Not like people or anything.
As you guys pass by the window, the open kind of shattered windows, you see what kind of looks like scorch marks in the room, but just kind of glimpses. Like it's kind of hard to see, kind of from the distance that you guys are at. So,
okay. Can I make a perception check?
Sure.
I add a d6 to this. Please be not awful. Yeah, it's not awful.
Okay.
Wait, wait, d6. Oh, those d6s have been consistently pretty good lately. That one sucked.
Okay. I'll get back to you in just a second, Duran.
Sure.
Quixotic, with a 19 investigation, the only thing that you find is, as you go to investigate kind of the bookshelf where Alice had found the family of squirrels, you find a couple of scraps of paper and other debris that it looks like the squirrels have used to make into a nest of sorts.
Oh,
There's similar symbols and stuff on it.
With little pieces that Quixotic is able to kind of pull out, you see similar things to what you had seen in the outhouse.
Is it written in common, or what's the language?
The language, I mean, like, it's not like the pieces that you're seeing. You're catching glimpses of like letters in common and whatnot.
Okay. All right. Monty, do these help with whatever's going on there?
Possibly. I don't know if we fully puzzled it out, but it looks like he was tinkering with the weather. So so far, that's all that I've seen. And also, he's probably trying to build a better toilet paper too. But I would at least, because this shit.
Ah, yes,
Nasty.
man's greatest pursuit is the toilet paper tube.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so Tehran with
Like
a
a
17.
17 inside, kind of outside, either or doesn't really matter. Do I have to make one for both, or can I
No.
use it for like my general area and where I'm looking?
We'll use it for your general area. And
Cool.
kind of as you're peering into the window, you see you catch a slight smell of burnt wood, kind of from where you're at. You see a couple piles of snow piled up in the ground. And as you kind of look in, you see what looks like the furniture is kind of been pushed against into the corners of the room. And most of the walls and the furniture in this room appear to be scorched black.
Okay, so fireball, maybe?
No, far.
I think this room is too small for it not to be completely scorched. I think
That's-
if there were a fireball.
Yeah, that shit
We've
would
seen-
be crazy.
Oh,
We've
this
seen it a
big
couple
room
of-
that I'm looking into. Like, how big is
Oh,
fire?
never mind. I didn't.
Yeah.
We're all looking in the little room.
Yeah,
never
not
mind.
this one.
Ah,
The big one is where I'm looking. All right, and do I notice anything outside? Anything like underneath here? Or
I mean, like,
Or
other
like-
than like the rickety walkway and the broken boards and whatnot.
okay, let's go. Are you honestly jumping this?
I don't know. I got to that point. I was like, kind of looked, kind of.
I think
doing-
I'm done in this room. Let me try and make my way over.
Let's. I mean,
I got the super jumpy
Yeah,
boots.
There's a
I got the-
3.
oh yeah, you got super jumpy boots. I'll
I
make
got the
way.
super-
You can
I
squeeze
got the
past
Super
me.
Mario boots. Yeah.
I'll move back.
Alright.
I'll move back.
Switch.
and jump off my shell.
Yeah, I'll use you as a footstool and. All
I
right.
don't feel like height will make it better.
I'm
I
gonna
know.
try and take a running leap to the door. I can
Sure.
cover the distance.
Because that's what, a 2.5 foot, 3 foot gap there.
I don't know. I could probably make it all the way to the door, realistically.
I understand you could. I'm
Yeah.
looking at.
Not worried about you.
Well, somebody's got to be.
The gap itself looks to be about 4 feet wide or so.
You know, there's
think
a
it's-
wall right next to you. You could just go through.
You think
Kool-Aid
it's-
man.
You think it's probably a jump that you can make. So
And is this a window? Is that right?
yeah.
a window.
So there are 2 windows on this wall.
How big are the windows? Can we just go through the windows?
I was just gonna ask, are they
Again,
solid
you
still, or are they
probably
broken?
could.
Again, there's a wall. You could just go through it.
I'm not exactly a strong turtle.
There's a wall there.
But maybe.
Oh, but there's an axe that destroys wood.
That's true.
Oh, you got the.
Oh,
You got the. You got the.
Oh yeah.
would you like me
Swiss
to
Army.
enlarge this window?
Wait, why are we fucking around here? You could just make a hole in the wall you're next to. You want to meet us in there?
Going into
Okay.
Reminds me of Muppet Christmas Carol. You mean you could go through the bars? Yeah. Idiots.
Okay, so wait, what are we doing? Are you for real? You want to blast a hole in your wall?
Shit, do it.
Yeah. Wellness check.
Well,
these-
kick the door in.
Thought I heard a noise. Thought I heard
Does
somebody
anybody
calling
have a
from
gun?
help.
It's a wellness check, and there's scorched stuff on the floor. I think that's PC enough. We can go in.
She's got yeah, she's got probable cause.
That is what PC means. That was the joke.
She hits it with Hugh.
You smash.
you
Deals
know
maximum
it.
damage when the wielder hits a plant, creature, or an object made of wood.
Is that different than what we? I thought it destroys doors.
Well, yeah, it
Or
does
did we just
maximum
say
damage
that?
to a door. Like maximum damage is a D10 plus 5, which is not raging. I don't know how much health a door normally has, but 15 seems like a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but what's the intelligence?
How much health-
Right. Well, it's above a 4, so.
Charisma check.
Doors are smarter than polar bears.
Is it a very smart looking door?
Did you say
Smart.
doors are smarter than polar bears?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Well, one of them,
Okay.
their habitats.
25,
going away,
25
so
for 15 against the wall with an attack.
Who's
is what
really
she
more
does.
intelligent?
Yeah, I mean, 25 hits for 15, and as you take you take Hugh and you smash it into the wooden wall section, and you kind of with 2 hits or so, you're able to kind of open up a section of the wall that you're able to fit through.
Alice size hole. She Rainbow Six this fucking wall.
Alice size hole. Yep.
Let's go.
Flashbang.
Just go. What the fuck?
Reach and charge. Go.
Charge.
Yeah.
Can I go, or can I make
Oh, yeah, he let you through.
Can I make it a Kohi size hole?
Oh, did I
Oh,
not?
wow.
I yanked her ass through the door or through the wall.
It's a door.
Like she just went through. Look.
The wall's a door.
I may not have dynamic lighting.
Oh, you went through the
walls
small.
up.
Yeah, it's not. I'm able to move everywhere.
Okay.
Oh, but we weren't. We could just say that we will not. I'm seeing dynamic light properly, but you're just
Yeah.
saying the walls aren't up.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's no wall here now. So
Yeah.
Zoop.
Yeah. That I took the wall
We
down.
made that work.
Yeah.
oh, you can do that? Cool.
Yeah, I adjusted it.
Just add a door. All right. Well, she went that way. You might want to go that way, Koei.
Yeah, that probably sounds like a better idea.
I'll still try and make the leap, I guess.
I'll spot you. I'll be where Koei was, and you can go ahead of me.
Zoop.
I'm down here to catch.
This is like just a sheer cliff face. Is that what that is, or what is
It's
it?
a gorge.
It is a gorge.
Want some rope?
I got him.
I'm in the house. I can't watch
I
it.
got him.
Say what's up, rope.
I'm right here. I got him.
Yeah, we'll hit you with Featherfall and we'll
Wait,
pick
you're
you
gonna
up,
stand
like,
there
a
and
week
what?
from Now.
Catch him if he falls your way, and that's it.
I
No,
got
yeah,
Land
him.
on this, and
Featherfall.
I'm gonna go straight through the floor and down the gorge.
I got him.
If you
Alright.
have to roll.
I do not have rope. You're good.
You start running.
I've got rope.
You start
I've got
running
rope.
across
I will tie rope
the
on him.
boards, and as you make the jump, it's an easy 4-foot jump. You make it with no problems. You get to the other side, and you do another quick small gap, and you get to the door. And as you kind of land, though, you kind of weight shifts a little bit, and I need you to go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw.
I'm gonna make an oopsie check.
As the walkway begins to kind of shift out towards the gorge, you realize that it's starting to go in its weakened state. You manage, though, to jump off and land straight into the snow right at Eno's feet.
Can I grab the? Is there a door handle? Can I grab the door handle and hang?
Is that better?
It's
No.
worse.
I mean, it's not. I'm just gonna fall onto the snow.
Just
'cause
fall
if I
onto
fall
the
straight
snow.
down.
No, because at this point you'd fall
No, 'cause
down
then
the
I could
gorge.
just like turn and
There's
off.
no hole underneath your feet right
The
now.
man asked for a door handle.
All right. With a 20, you reach out and you grab the door handle. You grab it.
You're hanging by the door handle, though. No.
You're hanging by the door handle.
I'm gonna try
Over
and
up,
give it a
over
pivot
the
and
gorge.
Open it.
Okay. As you try and turn the door handle, you hear a click. Make me another dexterity check. Dexterity saving throw.
While this is happening, while this is
I got
happening,
it. I can still
gonna-
save it.
I'm gonna look at Monty and be like, window?
Yeah, window. Window's good. Let's go window. Let's make
go
sure
window.
he makes it.
There, he's fine.
With a
I can still
17,
save it.
the click of the handle was not the breaking of the door handle, but instead it was the undoing of the latch, and you were able to swing in the door.
Okay. Just like
Okay, that was adventurous. Let's do the window.
Yeah,
that.
you first.
Okay.
I can't. There we go. Ta-da.
All right,
Do we
so hang on,
squeeze in
before
through the
you
window?
go- before you get in too far, you guys are able to squeeze through the window.
All right.
There we go. There's my lighting.
Eno's making his way up the stairs. I will stop here in case you want me to hold for something.
All right. Let's
House
see.
falls down.
Let me get back to Alice and Kohi now. If you want to work your way through the window into the room, you can go ahead and do that.
Thank you.
But Alice and
Go to the wall.
Okay, Alice, Kohi, and Eno, as you guys enter into this room, you see wooden planks have been nailed over the broken window of this room to hold out the wind. You see furnishings including a Sehi double bed and a bookcase containing some folded clothes, a few blank sheets of parchment, and a set of calligrapher's supplies. Next to the bookcase, you see a soot-stained hearth, wherein you see a scroll lies amid the ashes.
A
Pick
burn
up the
scroll?
Pick up the scroll.
Okay. Sounds good. You pick up the scroll. As you look at the scroll, you see singed edges, but from what you're able to make out, it looks to be a letter of sorts. It says, "Macratus, I've had enough of this damn relentless cold. I feel it creep into my bones, my head, my heart. I'm heading back to 10 Towns for a decent meal and a warm bed. I fear this endless winter has numbed your mind, and any tinkerer worth his chains can see the summer star is a fool's errand. Maybe without me here to incessantly complain to you, you'll finally snap out of your obsession. If you truly insist on dedicating your remaining days to this doomed project, might I suggest that 3 is better than 2. I considered telling you before, but you were particularly rude about dinner I made last night. May the light of the morning Lord protect you. Copper."
Copper wanted
The
him
letter
to
was
come
from
back.
Copper.
Copper wanted him to come back to 10 Towns.
So you said 3 is better than 2? What the?
Cryptic.
It says, if you truly insist on dedicating your remaining days to this doomed project, might I suggest that 3 is better than 2. I considered telling you before, but you were particularly rude about dinner I made last night. May the light of the morning Lord protect you.
Cryptic. Cool. Keep going.
All right.
We
Anything
snap.
else?
I'm curious if we can see the source of the scorch marks, or are there scorch marks in this room, or do we just smell burnt wood?
It was in by the hearth, which I imagine.
All right. So there were scorch marks on the. Basically, it looked like it was the note was thrown into the fire, but not completely burned. So that's what you guys see in the bedroom here. Tehran, Monty, and Quixotic.
Yeah, I meant the scorch. Are there scorch marks in the big room that we're in?
Yep. Let me
I
describe the
already
room
told
further
you
here.
that.
So this room contains, now that you're in it, the lingering smells of burnt wood, and as you come to think of it, the smell of burnt flesh. As you catch the faint odors, you also catch the faint odors of wine kind of drifting throughout. Snow has fallen through holes in the roof, and then been pushed into the corners by stiff winds blowing through the broken windows. The walls and furniture are scorched black, including a table with the charred remains of a book on it. Next to the table, on the floor, amid several broken wine bottles, is a mostly incinerated skeleton, and a round, frost-covered object about 6 inches in diameter.
Frost-covered object, huh?
And that's like where, like right here.
Kind of on the far side of the table, right about here or so.
Frost-covered object.
Did you
catches
move
my
Monty to it, or did you click it? Sorry.
eye. I moved Monty.
Where was it? I didn't see a ping. Sorry.
Oh,
sorry. Okay,
I'm on my
Cam layer?
My dynamic lighting layer.
Gotcha.
And so I've been clicking it and going, why isn't it showing up? So that's where it is.
Okay. Do you guys want to check out the room? I'll just I'm gonna wander out towards the hallway.
Quixotic.
What is the
Feeling the floor and where you were, it feels a little bit spongy. Similar to the walkway that you were on outside. And as you start to walk across the floor, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
fucking hell?
Hey, at least
You were
it's
made
you
for
and not
these,
like
though.
us over
far
here
did he
on
get?
this side of the room.
He was about here when he noticed that the floor was starting to kind of give way, and his foot punch. Because your foot punches through, but it manages to catch onto one of the remaining
Below.
pieces of support beam below, and you push off and kind of dive onto the floor over here.
I'm glad the guy with a +7 the dex saves is the one doing all this.
Yeah, that's why I was just
Deciding
saying.
traps with my face.
You
Yeah.
know, versus the 300 and 500 pounders over here.
We made
Yeah.
a different choice.
Fuck.
Call out
So
Ginger on the floor. Like, be easy on the floor. Quicks almost
I've-
fell through. Again.
I've learned nothing.
So
Right.
is the scorch pattern?
Oh, hi, you.
Is it on top of where this guy is? The
I was
scorch?
just gonna ask, where's the scorch? If there is a scorch pattern, where's the
Where's the origin?
the origin looks to be from about where the guy is.
Or like surrounding
From
the frost
him.
cube.
All right, I'm gonna give me is there a visual indicator now that I've collapsed the floor twice of where the soft spots might be? Like if I look really hard, is it something I could identify going forward?
Make me an investigation check.
Can I make a perception check?
If you're investigating, you're looking at the
Yeah.
floor, trying to
Yeah.
find.
Investigation.
Yep.
But you're good at investigation.
I'm better at advantaged perception. 10.
With a 10 investigation, you think the area kind of on this west half of the room looks like like there are certain spots where it probably has a greater chance of falling through. But as you look towards the eastern half, kind of Monty and beyond, everything looks to be a little bit more steady and not as rotten through.
Now, that portion of the building is the portion that is over the gorge, is it not?
It is.
I slowly just kind of lay down and like swim my way to the part where I think I will not
Away from
punch through the floor.
Swiss cheese floor.
Yeah.
So don't walk towards the gorge.
Yeah, don't walk on the west half of the building, essentially where I came in. Like all the spots I walked voluntarily, don't go there. There
Like
you
that. Okay, that bifurcation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's that frost cube? Was that at the top
Should
of the
be
table, kind of where I am?
There-ish, right?
It's kind of like right on like it is on the floor right next to the skeleton.
Okay.
I'm interested in that, but I don't want to go poking around it until maybe like we've looked at the whole room. So
$20 says it's what made the skeleton.
yep, that's why I don't want to touch it.
I'm gonna come down the hallway and kind of poke my head in this door.
Can I look in and around and under the bed, please?
Sure, go ahead and make me an investigation check.
Well,
You see a couple of their squirrel droppings, a couple of a little bit of snow, kind of that has kind of snuck in through the cracks in the window. But aside from that, just dust bunnies underneath the bed.
got it.
Tehran, you go and you open the door and you're greeted by the smiley faces of Kohi, Alice, and Nino.
Okay. How you guys doing in here?
Nothing much to see. Kohi found a letter.
Man. Copper trying to get him back to 10 towns. Call him a
Oh.
dick.
Okay. Not I'm gonna commit suicide via explosion kind of note.
No.
Okay. I'll open this door.
Why do you bring that up? That seems like a specific train of thought.
Skeleton, scorch mark. Center of scorch mark.
Something about a project he was working on.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
All right.
You guys are nonchalantly walking around this floor that I punched through twice.
No one has said a
Careful
word to
of the
us
floor,
about you
you know.
punching through the
I'm
You know,
40 feet away from
careful
the
of the floor.
gorge.
Do not come closer to this side over where I'm at. Stay towards the wall.
We have 3 doors to go into, looks like.
Watch your footing. Are those okay?
All right.
You guys need some help with the doors?
Go ahead.
We got the skeleton key.
Keelan's saying something.
All right. So I guess which is Tehran? Were you opening up that door? Or
Hey, if she offered to open a door, I'm gonna let her.
All right.
Bang.
Bang.
Knock, knock.
Bang, bang, bang.
As you tap it
knocking.
twice with you, the door just explodes inward.
Nice, nice. That door was not intelligent.
15 damage is all it takes.
And as you open up the door, on the other side of the door, you feel a stiff wind blow through the broken windows in the east wall, causing the tattered great curtains to billow and flap like angry ghosts. The snow covers a bed and much of the surrounding floor. It does not look as if this room has been used for much in a long time.
We both take a look around.
Sure, go ahead and make me an investigation check. Okay. With a 12 and a 16, you guys do manage to find a couple of a small stash of acorns, kind of in the north east corner of the room. And I'm still on my dynamic lighting layer in the northeast corner of the room there. A small stash of acorns that the squirrels seem to have hidden in here.
That's about it, huh? Okay.
Nothing in this hearth?
As you look up at the hearth, it does not look like this hearth has been burned in a long time.
I guess he wasn't disease and swarm.
I guess not.
Gather up some of the wood from the door, and I'm gonna come back out here. I'm gonna throw
What's
it in
with
the.
you and wood?
Aren't you people cold?
It seems strange that you would give a shit.
I throw the wood on the floor. I go fine.
No, that's
fuck
worth
you."
money.
He just drops it and watches it punch through the floor. God damn it!
You know what? He's always wanted to retire and become like a woodcarver, a lumberjack. So
Alright.
it's coming out.
Alright.
It is below 0 today. I was trying to be considerate.
To warm people.
Like check for fever doesn't seem right,
Check for body temperature.
right?
Just
Uh,
the beating of his heart,
doppelganged.
the size of his heart go 3 times.
Eno,
that
could you
day.
come here and hold on to this for a second? I'm gonna tie a rope around myself.
I'll do
Yeah,
that. I'll
you
be
can
right back.
come here and I can hold on to the rope, but I'm not
Perfect.
going to you
Yeah, no, that's fine.
because you told me not to move from this
I
spot.
appreciate that. Here, hold this. I think whips him a hempen rope.
Or tie it
I'm
on
gonna try-
myself.
I'm gonna go open the
Ooh.
door on the Swiss cheese floor.
Eno ties the rope around himself.
300 pounds. You counter your
Makes sense.
fine counterweight.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I was thinking more along the lines of than not.
All right. I tied a rope around myself and threw the other end to Eno. I'm gonna try and open this other door here.
And I tied an okay knot.
I see that. Yeah, you're able to, with the rope tied around you, and kind of using Eno as an anchor, you kind of gingerly make your way across the floor.
I'm gonna
Working your way over
look
towards
around
the.
for the soft spots so I don't punch through it before I.
Make me, if you're going towards that side of the room, make
I'm
me
gonna
an
try and
investigation
go
check.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
There it is.
In a huff, I'll head over by Monty and see what he's doing.
Hey, Teron, did you find any wood? I really needed wood.
Are you cold?
With a 24 investigation, you managed to find kind of all the dense spots of wood, and you don't poke your feet through any holes in this room on the floor to the door.
All right. I'll open the door handle.
Okay. As you go to open the door handle, the scent of wine fills this room. Inside, you see 4 frost-covered barrels.
Wine slushies.
Does the floor in there look any better or worse than the floor out here?
With your 24 investigation, kind of as you're kind of continuing your pathway into here, you get the sense that this floor seems to be pretty sturdy. It looks to be pretty sturdy, holding the barrels. You don't know, and like you assume with the stench of wine in here, it's likely that they may be full. So
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Are you gonna allow me to carry over my investigation in here, or do you want a new one for the new room?
I'll let you keep your investigation in here.
Okay.
And so as you're kind of looking around, so you see the 4 barrels, and as you see kind of stamps indicating the vineyard on there. It looks to be a vineyard. You don't as the vineyard kind of has the stamp of an eagle on it,
Stick.
and that's what you see.
Okay, but no, nothing else other than the wine barrels.
No, nothing else other than the wine barrels.
Okay. I will gingerly make my way back to the where I believe to be the safe side, and let Monty and know that it's wine barrels in there, full wine
Oh.
barrels.
Well, here, throw us the bag of holding.
Alright. Sure. I think can the mouth of the bag of holding open wide enough for that?
Just pour the wine in.
Was that? You can open up to like 3 feet or 5 feet or something?
I thought we could
I
open
know.
up like a
I'd have
big
2.5? It doesn't matter.
All right. So that little,
Are you
little
gonna touch
white
that?
frost cube. I'm not touching it, but I'm gonna look a little closer at it. And also
I
on the the flame marks. Do they look fire-based, electrical, chemical, acidic, like types of burns?
magical.
Magical. Magically, acidically electrified.
Go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
God damn.
It's hard to tell. I see a lot of scorched things, but It's kind of hard to tell what may have caused that to happen.
Well, how about this box itself? Is it cold? I'm not gonna touch it, but like, is it colder than other things
Everything's-
around? Like if I get
everything's
my
cold.
hands close to it,
Um,
does it feel colder? Is there coldness emanating from it?
Considering we've just punched a bunch of holes in here, if the fireplaces are actually, still intact, we could always start a fire with all this fucking wood that we keep finding.
Oh yeah.
Why would anybody want to collect wood? Come on.
As you kind of put your hands towards this kind of
Not gonna touch it.
Yeah, so as you look at this item at the skeleton, kind of at the feet of the skeleton, you see it looks similar to some of the drawings that you saw in the outhouse. It's got it looks to be a gyroscope of sort with what looks like to be a large chunk of coal at its core.
Oh, like maybe like it burned out. Like, do you think it like burned out and then did this?
Are there any? Who's got detect magic?
I have the wand
Tricks.
for it. I can do that.
The wand. Is this thing humming over here?
I'm sure I'm gonna go fucking blind popping this, but yeah, let's get a look at it. So
Curious that it's got like coal on the inside to me.
Yeah. Like something burnt out in the middle
Like
of
it,
it. And
yeah,
needs
like
to
it
be
used
replaced.
it used up all its
Used its
energy and
fuel,
like did this.
Let's find out what's going on here.
Okay. So you're
yeah.
casting detect magic.
Yeah, I'll use the wand for it.
As you cast detect magic, you point the wand at it. You get the sense that there is you sense two magical items actually. One, as you look closer, you kind of see some sort of amulet around the neck of the skeleton, and the second being it's kind of weak. It's very weak, but you get a weak residual aura of transmutation magic around the gyroscopic piece of coal.
What kind of school of magic is Fireball? Is it transmutation or that's evocation?
No,
isn't
that's
it?
evocation.
Evo,
That's
yeah.
like the evocation spell.
The
So I feel like
I'm not above
Yeah.
grave robbing, so necklace.
Nobody's
Oh, turning it into a necklace?
No,
Oh.
taking the necklace.
the amulet.
Oh,
yeah. And then we probably would want to maybe bundle this thing up and take it with us as well. I'm gonna try to
wait. Do we?
let's deal with the
Okay, so this thing
first.
fucking exploded once and killed this.
No one went into the
Potentially.
milk room.
Potentially its power
still
source, because it's
here?
got residual magic effects.
Yeah.
Potentially
Can I-
its power source was burnt up, so we might want to
We hope.
might need to find a new one to figure
Getting
out
real
where it's
tired of
going.
not touching this thing.
I know. I wanna. So we should probably like slide it into one of our packs or something.
Can I
Wrap
make
it in.
some kind of?
Oh, if only somebody didn't just toss somebody a very safe place to put it.
Yes, you can
Bag
put it
of
in the bag of
holding.
holding. Can I make some? I don't know. Investigate Arcana. What is it? What kind of origin does it look like it had again?
Transmutation.
I'm guessing
Magical
I can't use my
transmutation
elven
magic.
Elven history. I don't know.
Can
just
I make an Arcana check on it because I use magic?
I mean, we can't help each other, so I don't see why we can't individually make checks.
He can give me his bonus or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Also, we can't help each other.
Could do my history bonus for you.
Poke.
There you go.
Ron, you have no idea.
Yeah,
Nope, that wasn't even help. So
All
you
right.
can't even help me. through 12.
Well, we're gonna have to see if someone can help us take a look at this thing. So, bring that bag over here and let's see if we can slide it. Maybe I'll take
Can we
Talon
just
out and see
scoop
if I
it?
can scoop it up with Talon.
I gave it to
Flat
I
side.
tossed it to Quicks.
All right,
All right,
quick.
I'm gonna scoop it.
You're gonna scoop it, or you want to hold it and I'll scoop it with Talon?
I got fast hands. Best case scenario is
I wouldn't touch it.
No, I mean like just take the bag and like. Whoop.
Okay.
Best case scenario is if it explodes. Hopefully, I can get the fuck out of the way.
Okay.
While you guys are
I'll-
doing that, can I look into that last? There's one more room, right?
And then
Yeah,
one
that's
in
right
the
next
middle
to
room.
me.
Yeah.
Can I take a little peekaroo?
Okay. So while they're working on trying to pick up the thing, you're gonna try and you're gonna start to try and open up the door.
Yes, please.
We're doing that thing with the butter knife and the fork and trying to get all the peas on it, that sort of thing.
So they want pee.
I don't understand that reference.
I don't either.
It's not like a
Okay.
reference. It's just the peas are fucking hard to eat, all of them.
Okay.
They always run around the plate.
Need a spoon.
All right, Monty and Quixotic, as you guys are working together to try and scoop this device into the bag of holding, it begins to start to glow.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And as you have it, as you're trying to, you're scooping it up into the bag of holding, it continues to glow, and almost as if it's a bright light, and it continues to blossom.
If I cinch
And-
the bag, does the bag continue to glow?
I don't know if you got for the bag yet.
What?
Because I don't intend to touch it with my hands. I was just gonna
Yeah.
put the lip around it. So
Yeah.
if I cinch the bag when it's in the bag, does the bag glow?
The bag does glow.
All right.
And as it continues to, as it glows, basically it blossoms into a large sphere. And I need Alice, who is
Oh.
opening up the door,
Fuck.
Quixotic, Monty, and Taran. Where were you while they were doing this?
I mean, I'm standing where I'm standing. I took the necklace off that guy,
Okay.
so I was right here.
All right. So I need the four of you to go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
Well, those are
Fun.
You're gonna have,
Get
you're gonna have
rolled
some
all night.
long haul.
Oh, there you go.
effects.
Oof.
6.
Oh no,
Oh,
Oh
God.
no.
So you guys
Oh,
are sheep.
we're sheep. Yeah, let's hope it's that. It's that. Yes, please.
Alice,
Good for sheep.
Quixotic, and Monty.
Oh, fuck.
Or sorry, and Taran.
Mm.
You take 90 radiant damage.
Go!
Oh, holy shit balls.
That seems a little
Monty.
extreme.
You take 45 radiant damage.
Okay, who's dead?
All of
We're
us?
all down.
As a
No.
reaction,
Who's
that?
hold
dead?
on.
Full
Relax a second. As a reaction, I will turn into a block of ice, and hopefully that eats a good chunk of this. Let me look quick. Where is it? Levitus. Does it say? Yeah, so I think I might survive with 5 health. Depending on what level this is.
Just took 90.
You're taking 90 damage.
I'm trying to see how much this. Is it just 50? No, I take 60 temp hit points. It does 90. I have 105, so I'm down to 15.
Okay.
Holy fuck.
Quixotic, are you alive?
No. I have
Quixotic,
39 hit points.
Monty, and Alice.
No. So Quixotic is dead.
Yeah.
Quixotic, Alice, and Monty, where they were standing are piles of ash.
If they're reduced to 0, or if they're like dead.
Either
They're
way.
gone.
here.
Well, because Alice has more than 90 isn't enough to insta kill her. If
Okay.
that's not part of it, I'm asking. She has 58 health, so she went to negative 32, not negative 58.
So all three of them are reduced to ash.
Well, shit.
I walked into the middle of the room. What the? What? Everyone, what?
Curiosity killed everybody in the middle of the room.
Mm-hmm.
We have a problem.
We have
I
a
don't-
big
He's not
problem.
curious. This isn't fair.
I will take the damage and I'll be stunned for a moment there, and then I'll kind of like follow the floor, and then get up. And I'm just looking at 3 piles of ash.
You are, as you come out of your icy tomb, you're greeted to 3 piles of ash on the floor.
At least you know that I don't need material components to restore my life.
Yeah, but I think you're like super dead.
Oh,
We don't have a body to revive you. All 3 of you are gone.
Yeah, I have to be able to touch you.
I would be in like staggered disbelief about the whole thing, because I think while I'm in my ice, I could still see what's happening. And I watched like a flash of light come out and turn 3 people into ash, and then I would, fucking, I don't know. I would go over to where Alice's body was and like try to do something.
Like, I got nothing. I can't do anything.
Can I turn her into an accursed specter? I didn't slay her, technically, but you did just pass.
So it does say the person that you slay.
Okay.
So, Eno, as you look at where Quixotic and Monty were holding the bag of holding, the bag of holding is no more. But the resulting, the thing that they were holding isn't glowing anymore. There's no more light emanating from it. It looks... Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Okay, that's great.
I'm knelt down over the pile of ash that was Alice, and I've kind of put my fingers in it, and
you.
pretty clearly mourning her.
You know, the device looks to be less... you don't see the resulting... It looks different than what it did previously. You aren't quite sure what it is, but you think that it looks a little bit different.
All right. I'm slowly, because I was told the floor is not steady, make my way over. Is it like right where I'm standing?
Gonna give it the Monty pile.
It's kind of by the Quixotic pile up here.
Okay. So,
Where is Koi right now?
I just walked into the room.
Okay, I would grab you by what collar of a shell you have, and like,
oh, actually,
pull you
no.
under.
I wouldn't even move. I'd still be standing right here. Sorry, it has a range. I'm going to cast a spell on the object.
Okay.
Tell me what I need to roll for this one.
Like I said, I pull Kohi by the collar down to where I am. Bring her
Okay.
back.
There's no body to bring back.
You know, what level are you casting Dispel Magic at?
Third. It's the highest level I can go.
Okay.
So here's my train of thought as Eno right now.
Yeah.
He watched them disappear in a bright flash of light, and all that's left is ash, right?
Yep.
On the off chance that whatever caused it can be reversed just by doing the spell, that's what he's trying to do.
Okay.
He doesn't even know if it's going to work. He's just giving it a shot.
I guess roll me an Arcana check.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
oh shit.
okay. You cast Dispel Magic at the device, and you get the sense that your spell, for whatever it was, took hold on whatever was remaining. But the bodies don't reappear.
After Goey says there's nothing he can do, I'll just kind of let go of him and sit on my heels. Not really say or do much.
Okay. Let's jump to Alice, Quixotic, and Monty.
Oh shit.
It was all a dream.
Yeah, right.
You finally wake up and you're in Los Angeles.
Year is 1998.
Quixotic, and Monty. You
You're all
guys.
level 1. There's a carnival.
I've never seen that before with this character.
You wake up to a bright flash. Your ears
What
are
an
ringing.
island.
Your eyes are burning. But as you blink, and try and rub them, your hand passes through your face. As you look around, you see Tehran, Eno, and Kohi. You see Tehran digging through Alice's ashes, attempting to find any remains. You see Eno casting Dispel Magic on the device, in the remnants of the bag of holding that you guys had. And as you look about, you see another
Here?
ghostly specter looking at you, confused, with a confused look on his face. And he says, "What fools you were. Why didn't you listen to me? Why didn't you listen to the warnings that I left?"
What warnings?
What warnings? You were. I mean, we saw you were dead.
Maybe that should have been a good red flag.
Yeah.
But maybe.
You guys were trying.
He said, "The
Like, where are we?
you're in the same building that you're in."
No, I know. Like, but I
you're
waved my
asking
hand
him?
through my head, and I'm like, "Where are we? We can still see them."
He says, responds, "We're in the border Ethereal right now. Stuck between the land of the living and the land of the dead."
How long have you been here?
Says, it's been about 2 weeks now? Since I tried to activate the Summer Star.
What's it supposed to do?
Supposed to do. Thank you.
It's supposed to control the weather. This
Well, I do feel
rhyme.
warmer.
This rhyme that Ariel has cast over the Icewind Dale here. I was trying to end it. And this device was supposed to try and control the weather, to end the darkness, to bring back a little bit more temperate weather into Icewind Dale here.
How was it supposed to do that? And why would the result be to teleport / connect us / whatever us into this border plane.
Says, well, you see, that was not the plan. The plan was not for me to die scorched in this cabin here. The plan was not for you to die scorched in this cabin here. The plan was to build a device that could essentially continuously control weather, and expand upon and send out weather to combat Ariel's force here. But as you have witnessed, things don't always go to plan.
Do the words 3 is better than 2
Weird.
mean anything to you?
He says, my friend, I can call him that now, Copper, he had a design idea, thinking that instead of having the 2 gyroscopic rings around this device, that if we had 3, that we would be able to control the spell a little bit better. Similar to how Doctor Strange does his spells.
Oh, the fabled Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange.
And I thought the time and effort to put a 3rd ring on it was not worth it. But I think I may have been wrong in my thought process.
So you've been here for 2 weeks. Are you stuck? Are we dead? Is there any way back?
He says there's I don't know a way back currently, but if we can attempt to try and fix I have no way to fix my device from here, but if we find a way to control the weather, we can at least perhaps try and help end this rime from this side of this plane.
How are you trying to leave warnings?
There were blueprints I tried to leave in certain spots. And did you not hear the creaking of the wood? That was me trying to make...
Was it in Morse code? What the fuck do you mean did I hear the creaking?
I was trying to shift what I could, but
how are you interacting with the material plane?
It's hard to interact with the material plane here. It's more of a passing presence that you're able to kind of imbue upon the area, the material plane here.
Okay.
I tried casting minor illusion, a spell. Does it work?
Do you cast minor illusion in front of you? What are you minor illusion?
I don't know.
Can you make you? You can make an image of you, right?
An image of myself.
Okay. You make an image of yourself.
Does anybody else react?
Kozletic and Alice and Kratos see the image of you. But Tehran, Eno, and Kohi do not seem to take notice to a minor illusion of Monty.
Ask quick. The 3 people that are still alive, we're all kind of not that smart, right?
Nope.
Huh. Fucking sweet. Like, I'm a 10. Like, I'm as smart as I am.
Yeah, you survived.
Yep, I'm a 10.
So he said it was hard to interact with the material plane, but he was able to do it a little bit.
Yeah.
Can I try to like draw in my own corpse ash?
That's morbid.
You have a connection to it?
Okay.
Like, does anything happen when I move my finger through it?
As you attempt to move about your move your ashes and whatnot,
I'm knelt over them, and it's
Right.
the only thing I'm looking at.
Tehran, you see kind of from the ashes.
I'm trying to make the like the seal of my house, like from my dad's medallion.
Okay.
Because I think he'd recognize it.
Oh.
Okay. Tehran, you see kind of a glowing blob of ectoplasmic energy kind of starting to emanate from the pile of Alice's ashes. And it continues to kind of grow. Alice, go ahead and make me a
Athletics.
How athletically does she draw?
Please.
Strength check.
Performance.
Go ahead, yeah, make me a performance check.
Oh fuck! Oh, it's +1. Is that not bad?
Oh.
Holy fuck! Look at that.
Here you
Nice.
go.
That was a high DC, but Alice, as you attempt to try and draw your house sigil in your ashes, the ectoplasmic energy of you drawing into the pile begins to kind of emanate and grow, and Tehran, your eyes begin to kind of focus in and start to see the house sigil of Alice in her ashes.
That's kind of spooky.
Yeah. I don't think I can cry, but I'm in a bit of disbelief,
Don't cry,
and
you
I'll
hail.
I'll grab Koei by the collar again and pull him down. Like, are you seeing this? What does this mean? Oh my god!
Fuck.
Why did the nerds have to die?
A doctor, not a doc. Oh shit. You need a doctor, bro. You're the doctor. Oh shit.
I can't fix this.
We got a problem.
Alice, is that you?
I can see and hear them, right?
Yeah, you can see and hear anything.
Yes,
that's going
yes
on
is
in the
easier to draw than a sigil, I assume.
She's using her own ashes as a Ouija board.
Right?
Basically.
Jesus.
Can I just like put my handprint in it?
As you go to put your hand into the your ash pile, I'll keep your last performance check going for this one at least. Your handprint begins to kind of appear, kind of not forcing out, but basically taking the place of the house sigil that was there.
I would recognize those callus marks anywhere. Like, I assume I might be able to identify her hand. Like, she's probably got slightly clawed hands because she's a tiefling. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I would say I would recognize it. So maybe they're not gone. What can we do? How do we help you?
Alice,
Point to something or point. Can you take ash with you? Is there wait, how much? Isn't there a bunch of fucking ash on the ground? Like scorch marks? Is that also ashy, or is it just like burned and not
It's
necessarily
well, Quix, the cube's right in Quix's pile. So, Alice, what's going on over there? You seem to be making something happen. What's working?
I'm trying to get Tehran to realize that we're not gone.
I just
But
said
he's
that.
doing something.
Oh, I'm telling him.
Yeah, I hear him. Like he
Also,
says,
you
they're not
don't know
gone.
what she's saying, Tehran.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not about you.
I
doing
don't
something over there. I
know.
think
I
they
just
see
don't
it.
want them to leave, and we're
Yeah,
not dead.
You see, you're doodling in your ash pile over there.
Hey, you make it sound wrong.
You know what? I don't know.
Doodling yourself.
I'll address Eno and Koei. I'm like, don't touch this ash pile.
I'll doodle my ash whenever I like.
I'll fucking kill you. And then I'll go over to Quixotic's ash pile, and I'll just blow it across the ground and see if they can draw on that.
All right, quick, give it a.
I will attempt to draw
Like, do a circle
little-
around
the little
cube,
thing
or an
and
arrow.
then
You do it
3
around
rings,
it, around it.
and then a little arrow.
I would just draw a Q, dude.
Is it a cube?
First,
It's
draw
not
an
a cube,
arrow
it's a
at
dome.
the cube.
Isn't
Like
it a
a
gyroscope?
Q for
Oh,
me.
Yeah, it's circular gyroscopic.
it's a gyroscope. Okay.
Yeah,
I will.
Yes.
I'll draw one more ring around the outside and then point an arrow to it. For the because
Cool.
the thing's sitting on the ground now. I'm assuming it never made it into the bag.
yeah,
Okay.
it's on the ground in your
Bag
ashes.
gone,
I
bag
think.
gone.
I assume because if it had made it in the bag, it wouldn't have exploded. So, yeah, I'll draw another ring around it and then a big arrow.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a charisma check.
Yeah. Let me tell you about Quixotic's charisma.
Zip-a-da-dap.
Not great.
Zero.
There
we go.
As Tehran blows your ash across the floor, and you draw what looks to be a kind of like a blob, and you start to draw a circle around it with a second circle kind of going around, and then Tehran, you start to see a third circle, which kind of throws you off for a second, with an arrow, and all of a sudden an arrow begins to appear, pointing towards this third circle.
I can infer because I've out like metagaming. I can infer what that means, but do I need to make a check for comprehension?
I'll say, go ahead and make me an
Don't say
intelligence.
Hey, it's one better than
Guidance.
insight.
Glide him. I shall glide
I'm
him.
glided.
Glide him on this one.
What is that? A D6?
4.
E4.
I'll take a D4. And I'm not going to use. I might need these, so I'm gonna save it. So 16.
I asked Tehran, who's this supposed to be?
Do we know anyone that's shaped like this?
I draw a circle around the cube that's in.
We're both not
Quix's
smart.
ash
Now you've made 4 circles.
Wait, we need
Four
another
rings.
circle. We need 2 more circles.
Would Kohi remember that 3 is better than 2?
That's true.
Yeah, I have the thing. I have
I draw like
the
a
letter.
3 and a 2 and
That's
point to
what-
the 3.
That's why
Greater than.
that's why
Alright.
Kohi was
Greater than
not,
symbol.
that's why Kohi wasn't in the room. He was still perplexed by this.
ATM.
With like
Here's a fun
like
question.
math symbols all above him.
What's Quixotic look like in the afterlife?
Oh yeah, what do I see him look like?
I wouldn't be too startled.
You wouldn't be.
He gray and lumpy?
Lumpy. Oh.
As you look at
Discolored Gumby.
It's a ditto.
I ask Quixotic, what does Monty see?
I think it specifically states if I fully pass away, like my corpse would have been unshapeshifted, but there's no corpse. But I don't know. I'm not sure if the afterlife is how you choose to look or how you should look.
Is it like a dream? You get to choose.
Initially, you wake up as you wake up in this border ethereal plane space here. You wake up in your natural form. So I guess like Monty, you would not see the Quixotic
Wait.
that you know.
Oh, yeah.
Could I make some sort of I don't even know what the check would be to attempt to make myself how I choose to be perceived, not how I am perceived.
Uh,
I'm like, Alice, what is that?
yeah.
Oh,
So
Oh shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I guess
Quixotic
would I
is-
know? Would I know what he was?
Would you see
seen these
Doppelganger and
before.
get freaked out?
Yeah. You've seen doppelgangers before.
Probably seen.
you're just
books
hunched
before.
over ash pile, drawing a bunch of circles, but you don't realize that you look different.
All of a sudden,
Well, I've been in the same shape for however fucking long.
I'm like,
yeah,
I
that
see
being said,
Quicks,
like,
I
would
see-
you know, Quixotic, that you are not?
Well, my hands would be in entirely fucking different shape.
That's
That's
true.
true.
Yeah.
So
So even if I couldn't
Monty,
see,
you do see a form. You see a somewhat like lumpy, misshapen form, similar to what you saw in the the Craigmaw Castle.
like way back at
yeah,
Cragmore.
we've
Yeah.
met like 3 of them now.
Yeah.
Wow,
So I guess
really?
so. I see two new characters, right? So I see the spectral McGregor, and then I see
It's Connor
Ditto
McGregor.
over there.
Yeah,
Doppelkill.
I didn't mean to completely fuck
Doppelganger.
up your narrative here, but feels like a valid question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like we'll retcon. We'll go back and resolve that. How we want to play this out? I'm like, okay. And who are you?
I'll
Hey,
vouch. I'll
McGregor.
be,
Nice to meet you, McGregor.
Yeah.
And who are you?
Well, there was a very
And
specific
Alice, where's
reason
Quicks?
we had that discussion very long
that's-
ago.
that we don't have time for this. That's exotic. He's cool.
Oh,
Hi.
hi.
He looks. He's,
Hi.
Yeah, there's no accent.
I'm not from around here.
I
Alice.
am from a very different, not from around here.
He's Quicks for real. And
Yeah.
are you really Alice then? Am I
Yeah.
fucking up around here? Like, tell
What
me
do I
something
look
only
like?
would
no,
know.
bro. We don't have time for this. I don't think we have time for this.
Quick, tell me something
Um,
only I would know. You
If
do
we
it.
get out of
Okay, you
this,
Quicks.
we'll explain everything.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, fast forward back to where we're at. We'll figure that out later.
So
So
I
you are able to modify your shape here.
Okay.
in
Oh,
the
there you
board
go.
as
And
well.
he's back to Quicks. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay.
there's a minute where he just goes, changes shape back again.
It's almost like
That's
he's
neat.
taking a dump on his ashes, and like a little plop of ectoplasmic energy kind of comes out.
You see a little spectral vein, like, as he's
All right,
trying to change.
Is that
back
better?
to the math problem.
Everybody good?
And
Woo.
All right,
Focus.
So, Tehran, you
Yeah.
would recognize the shape that Quixotic drew initially.
I was capable of interpreting his intent.
Yes.
Okay. So do we? I'll pull them both in. I'm like, all right, we need to focus up here. This isn't our bag, but we need to look for a third ring. Maybe you had the letter. 3 is better than 2.
I pointed the line.
The thing's got 2 rings. They drew it with 2 rings, but then another ring, and then somebody wrote 2 with an arrow pointing at the 2 next to a 3. I don't know what that means.
It says right here, 2
3
is better
next to
than
the
3.
Oh, is it a greater
Three,
sign?
three's
Okay,
better
greater
than 2. That was 3's better than 2.
Well,
Whatever you guys remember.
3 is better than 2, yeah.
Yeah. So, do we look for another ring to put on then?
Maybe it's in that room right here.
The third room?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. You guys look in there. I'm gonna start looking around out here, like under the table and shit like that.
I'll have to, between the 3 of us, I'll kind of hunker down and be like, we need to write. You need to make one or something like that. Like,
Right,
can we
and then the
write in
tools-
So
dust?
do we know?
Tools are in the other
you
room.
tell us that we need to make it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to like between the 3 of us, we'll have to focus. Say, hey, you need to make one or something like that.
Well, I'll be
Yeah.
looking around the room. They'll be looking in another room. We'll just see
Build
what we
it.
come up with.
Yeah.
And then-
Tools.
What are you guys gonna draw to make me understand that? We need
I'm
to
gonna
make
try
find?
and write it. I'm gonna just try and buckle down and draw in the soot. 'Cause
Should the bard make the charisma check? And
that would be a good idea. I'm
Yeah,
trying real hard.
Let me
but
do.
I don't know.
Although,
Mechanically,
actually, I've
do
been
I
fucking
understand
up
that
all
for
these
some
rolls
reason he
lately.
can sing it better than I can?
So let me try some. I don't know. Like I'm gonna
Why don't you
get
try?
some
This is hurting my head. My not head.
telepathy with a few people. I'll try doing telepathy again and see if it does anything. I'll do it with Tehran since I've done it with him a few times before. Does it do anything? Anything
So you
coming through
try
on telepathy?
and use telepathy. It doesn't seem to. You kind of get like a dial tone
All right.
on the other end, and actually, come to think of it, it's been a while since you heard any, and you've only been here for a few minutes, but you haven't heard any pinging since you've been on this side.
So
All right then. Okay, that didn't work. So back to drawing.
Yeah, I'm looking
So-
around the room, and I'll intermittently check in on where they're drawing, or where they had been drawing.
Okay,
Okay.
so Quicks, what do you think? What should we do here? So I'm thinking we
I
need to
think we should just
have
try
them
and
find a
write it
ring,
out.
and we need to get them the tools. So there were tools on the other shelf in that other room.
I think if you
Well-
write the word tool, they might understand that it needs to be made.
Sit
Or
right
they're just
out.
thinking we're
No,
like,
just
that's
write
great.
out.
No,
Just
You need
shitting
to
on us
make
from beyond
it
the grave, you fucking
tools.
tools.
Just write. You need to make it tools,
Yeah.
and then
okay.
point it to the ring
we'll-
again.
We'll do that. You need to make it tools.
Yeah, that,
Do
that-
do I still have my glowing hot juggler stones? Because I feel like this is a good roll.
You're gonna,
Oh my
Juggle
god.
in the
you're gonna do it
afterlife.
like you're playing the piano with juggling balls and
Well,
make
no,
it
I'm
write
gonna
it.
I'm gonna get some inspiration. It's my muse for my warming up for my performance.
So all of your magical items that you guys had on you are not with you. All of your magical items are
It
in
should just be
your
sitting
piles
in
of
ash.
ashes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's nearly
fine.
impossible to destroy a magic item.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be looking
Okay.
around the room, and you guys are looking in that third room that we didn't poke into at all.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
All right, I'm gonna roll for this then. Okay,
All right.
there we go. That's better.
Hey, that's really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
So
you need to make one and then get tools. Make or find.
Oh, good, you wrote get. I was hoping it was just gonna be you need to make one tools.
You need to make one. Get tools.
comma tools.
Tools.
We found Smith's and Tinker's tools in the other room. Did we pick them up?
Well, they're still there.
We might need to use those.
I guess we'll jump to you. You're gonna go explore this last room here.
Yeah, sure. See if I can find one of those rings.
Okay. As you enter into this room, you see this room contains a fireplace and 2 empty bookcases. Tacked to the walls and strewn across the floor are a number of frost-covered blueprints. Face down on the floor, next to one of the sets of blueprints, you see a tiny man made of clay.
All right, fucking curveball. What?
Excuse me.
You what now?
Go ahead and make me an Arcana check as you go if you go to investigate the tiny clay man.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It looks like a modeled a man made out of modeling clay, essentially. So,
Can you guys possess the doll and run around?
Can we continue?
but as you look about the blueprints, are you proficient in Arcana?
Nope.
All right. You see a bunch of designs on the walls. So,
Okay. I will start like looking in the couch and on the bookshelves and everything for a ring.
Was Koei not with you?
Nope, just me.
Okay.
okay. Go ahead and make me an investigation check. With a 12, looking about the room, there's not much here other than what looks to be the kind of blueprints and whatnot kind of tacked along the walls, and you don't find any sort of ring here.
All right, I'll come back out. Nothing in there. Did you guys get anything else out here?
I checked back into the drawing area. No.
Okay.
Or do I search around for any? Can I search the room? Could I get a little help here, Koei? And by that I mean, could you please guide me?
Wide.
Okay.
Wide aid.
look around the room, or do I see them drawing and like stop wasting time?
It's taking a while to draw letter by letter, but it's you're starting to see like the words you need. And Tehran, as you're looking about, trying to see if you can find anything in this room, any ring in this, anything in this room that might be of help. You're so concentrated on trying to read what they're writing that you don't find anything else. But eventually, the sentence of you need to make begins to appear and kind of slowly begins to disappear in the ashes below.
Okay. Notice that. So we need to make. What do we do? Are either of you any good at working with metal? In any way, something close to it.
I had mending for a period of time, but so I don't have it anymore.
Could we go looking around too? Like, we bound anywhere, or could we go through the other rooms and look, see if there's blueprints or anything on how they made the first 2 rings?
You could ask the guy. I think he would be better than you searching.
That's
right?
true.
Good idea.
Sorry.
Hey, McGregor, how? So they're gonna need, if we need them to fix this, how do they make this? Like, we're getting them for tools, but if they're gonna have to make this, is there blueprints anywhere? Like something they can follow, materials, all that shit.
He says, he responds with,
Do you have any backup rings or?
They're in the shitter.
It's the
so
toilet.
pissed
It's
I
the
threw that shit down
toilet
in
seat.
front of
This is the third ring.
he says, I don't have any third rings created, but the plans that Copper had kind of laid out, I believe are underneath some of the other plans on the walls in the room that your friend just went into. We're relatively attached to this place that we are in here, but at most you can get about 30 feet or so from from what I've been able to ascertain from where you were when you perished.
So can I go into that north room and like, can he tell me? So McGregor, which you said they're underneath the plans on the walls? Which ones can I reveal them somehow? Can I pull on which
Do you
one?
get him to come back in here? Like, stomp on the floor, throw something down, slam, make a noise, creak the boards.
You could maybe draw an arrow to the doorway, but I don't really know what I'm looking for.
Well, if you could if we could somehow ruffle those plans on the wall, if they're in here and see it, they might investigate.
Yeah, I don't know if he can reach the room, but if he could tell me like where the pertinent information is, I could try to get some attention on it.
He says,
he was indicating this room up here, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes. He's indicating this room up here, and he says, I believe Copper had his plans along the north wall of there. But I didn't pay much regard to it during my time when I was alive. I was too focused in on my own pathway and paid no regard to him, much to my demise, I guess.
Sweet. You made the boards creak. How'd you make the boards creak?
says,
You stomping? Were you?
Says, thinking and basically trying to exert myself into the material plane, much as you have been doing in attempting to communicate through the ash. Says that is something new to me, that you were doing there, but I imagine that it's a similar strain to essentially try and will yourself into the material world.
What about this little clay guy right here? What is he?
He says, Echo was his name. He says, Echo was my homunculus. He did the remedial tasks that I had no desire to take care of here in the cabin.
How was he controlled?
Through me. He was my... He did what I told him to do.
Can you still control him?
He says, sadly, when I passed, so did the magical link that he had with me, thus ending his life spark as well.
Would he know how to make a ring? Would he have the skills to make a ring if the people could establish the link on the other side?
He says, I think anybody could make a ring if they follow the blueprints here.
I'll float over back next to Tehran. Are you where you are?
I was watching you guys write, and then we were talking about. I was trying to get the brain trust together over here.
Okay, I'll try to get kind of near you and stompy creaky and try to get your attention and then stompy creaky into the northern room to see if you'll follow whatever weird noise you're hearing.
You could also write the word north too.
Yeah, an 11 or a perception check.
Alice, go ahead and make me a charisma check or a performance check. Okay. With a 10, it's faint, but Tehran, you do hear the sound of a thudding sound, kind of coming from the other room where Eno just was, as Eno walks back out.
Was it creaking in there when you were in there?
No, but there is a clay person in there.
Okay, let's go in there, please, everyone.
And I'll try to ruffle
Just
blow on it, or
bang
whatever.
on the walls.
Can I shoot an Eldritch blast at the wall or something? Or I know you're looking for performance checks.
I don't think you can magic.
You can. I just don't think it impacts out there. But
for reference, you're on another plane of existence. Magic still exists, but doesn't interact with our plane.
Yeah, that is how. Which I guess, if you want to make me an Arcana check to know, see what you know about the other planes of existence, Monty.
Probably a bit.
You would know exactly what Eno just told you. That
all right.
You're likely
a bunch of things that I don't know in real life.
Monty, help me ruffle.
Now I can legitimately I can go Google this stuff now. That's actually allowed in game.
Yep.
Yeah, so I guess we should try to ruffle or somehow indicate they should look at these drawings here. So let's ruffle.
We'll try to pay attention to what they're trying to point out to us.
Okay. As you guys are trying to pull out some of the papers, you guys, if you guys want to together, either at advantage, one of you, or you guys can both roll, but roll me a performance check as you guys are trying to pull out some of the papers.
Reroll?
How do you want to do this?
No,
now?
let Monty roll, please. Monty with advantage, please, if that was an option.
Yeah, I'll assist. Try and help him move something.
We got it.
Solving
Okay.
these problems without advantage is gonna be fucking hard.
Yeah, no.
I'm very
We
bad.
just
at
got to come up
everything.
with really good reasons to do it, and then it allows him to maybe give us some flavor. when-
Everything's coming up, Cody.
Yeah,
No.
guidance, please.
Well, where's the guidance? Maybe guidance in the history now mean a little bit more, but yeah.
God
So-
damn it.
Monty and Alice, as you guys are pulling at the papers, trying to ruffle them, you do manage to kind of will yourself into the material realm, at least just for a little bit, to be able to pull at the blueprint that was there, pulling it off the wall, revealing a different version of the Summer Star underneath design. Turan, Eno, and Kohi, you guys see the paper kind of come off the wall, almost as if it was torn from the whatever staples had it held up there, revealing underneath a blueprint showing a similar summer star to what you had seen out there. But this one indicating that there's a third ring around the outside of the device.
I see it very clearly. I will pull it off the wall. Is there anything else? Is there anything else in here that we need? I'll say to the ghosts.
I don't.
Gregor, what are they gonna need to do this? Like you said, once they had the blueprints, anybody could do it. But like, what's gonna help them succeed and
Is it-
fix this weather machine and maybe fix whatever's going on around here?
He says, in this room, I don't believe that there is anything else for me to. If there's anything else that they need here. My workshop was outside, in the other room, out on the walkway.
Who went into that room with me initially? Quixotic and don't you
Monty.
goddamn say Monty.
No,
Fuck.
Kohi went through there with you.
Kohi,
Kohi
remember
was in there
the
for a
and
tools.
while.
Eno.
Okay, so I'm gonna come back out and put the plans down on this table. And
Simba, remember the tools.
This is
and
like
I'll
some
stand
upside down
near
shit going
the
on.
drawing dust.
Standing near the drawing dust, you set the blueprint down on the table, kind of covering up the remains of the charred book, kind of
Ooh, is that
looking
a
at
book?
it and looking at the blueprint and kind of looking down at the.
About the book.
He's clearly mentioning the book for a reason. You
So I
freaking
set them on
asshole.
top of the charred book. Do I notice the charred book?
I mean, you sat on top of it,
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay.
Which is the charred book.
and you look at the sheet of at the sheet. You look down at the Summer Star, and you see the resemblance of the two.
Oh, there was a book.
And you do remember when you were when you stopped and you did go into the room with Alice initially, seeing tools out in the room outside.
Oh, here, I think
Teron,
I-
you did.
Oh yeah, I was in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eno and Kohi also went through that room into the bedroom.
Yes.
So
So I will go get the tools.
McGregor, what is this book? Is this anything?
it says, this book was the book of which I based this device off of. It was called The Magical Wonders of Nethril. It was a book that described how the Netherese people controlled their floating cities, essentially. And this was supposed to be a device similar to how they did their magical controlling.
Good thing the guy with the Netherese books that we have too is also Ashes in all of his books.
Yeah.
Would the book help them, or are the plans enough?
He says it looks like the book didn't make it out of the blast radius.
It's pretty much toast, huh? All right.
So it's crispy.
All right.
Go ahead and make. Yes, Monty, go ahead and make me a history check.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't walk over there.
Monty, that book sounds familiar. It sounds like it may have been one of the books that you may have perused through in the Spire, the Wizard Spire that you guys had explored earlier, where you guys had met Eno.
What was the name of the book again?
The Magical Wonders of Nethril.
The good that does us. Ashes.
Nethrong?
Nethril.
Nethril. Okay. So I think I remember that book. It was part of the tower, that magical crazy tower that we were in, where all the shit was going crazy. So I think we had seen that book in there as one of the ones we had found. I don't know if that's gonna help us right now, but it's good.
Trying to be getting impatient. You go, what now? What do I do?
Oh, we got the blueprints. Okay, so Tehran looks a little antsy, Alice. We gotta tell him to.
Did Eno come back with
build
tools
it.
yet? He said he was going.
Eno, are you back yet? Eno's not back yet.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm back. I'm in the
Okay,
kitchen.
okay.
I'm in the kitchen right now. It's
Okay,
just
okay.
like I was waiting on
Yeah.
Story to clear up so that we can have that discussion.
So Eno comes back carrying the tinkerer's tools and the smithing tools.
I have no idea how these work, but here we go.
Yeah, this isn't really. Yeah.
Do we need to get them to the workshop, McGregor, or can they do it here?
He says, I think that if they attempt to make it, following the blueprints, they should be able to make it here.
Okay.
I'll look at the blueprints and ask Koei for a little help. Deciphering it, I guess, if that's needed. Like an idea of what we need to do to create something like this.
You think that as you look over the blueprints and kind of the tools provided, and kind of like the scrap metal,
Doesn't help them. McGregor, is there anything else that they need, like, that's gonna help them before they begin here? Like, if they're gonna do this, like, do they get more than that was on my. That's funny. Yeah, like I mean, we all want to succeed. You do, so let's set them up for success. What else can we do for them, or do we just need to like believe in them? Believe in the heart of the tools.
They need to heat up the metal, forge it, melt it down, and forge it into, using the smithing tools, into a ring. In doing
Tools
so,
include like tongs and crucibles and stuff.
Yeah.
Or do I have to find a thing to more metal up in?
no, that would include the tongs and crucible.
Okay.
There's a point where Quixotic just goes, I wonder if we should just tell him to get help.
I'll gather up the wood that I threw on the ground. I'll gather up all the wood I threw on the ground and I'll put it in the fireplace and start a fucking fire.
I'll start the fire with.
My astral form. Meep, 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 meep.
Ron, you hear this neighing sound in your ear.
Weird. Yeah.
It's like being
Do you
home.
have a spell for it, or how are you?
Yeah,
starting the fire?
prestidigitation can start a campfire. So
Okay.
I'll
was
throw the
thinking-
wood and I'll kick it into the hearth and prestidigitate it into fire and throw some more wood on. We need metal scraps probably. Melt it down to get started. Is it readily available like in here?
I guarantee it's somewhere.
You saw some in the workshop area that you were in.
All right, I will grab it from the workshop.
Okay. And so you go to the workshop, you bring some back, and the fire at this point is going pretty well.
So I'll kind of put things into a crucible to melt them. I want to bring up that I also have a component pouch full of magic dust from Santa's workshop. Could I incorporate that into the metal to maybe help whatever enchantment or magical properties we need for this?
Is it in the blueprint?
I don't
Do
know.
it.
Maybe not the time for winging it.
It's magic dust.
Do it.
It was for making magic shit.
If
You're
I
gonna
come
kill
out
him.
with fairy wings instead of bat wings, I'm gonna be very upset.
You know you'd love it.
I've had this for fucking ever. It is
Fucking
like
do it.
It's 2 pounds of magic dust from Santa's shop.
Cocaine.
So I don't know what I'm worried about.
It's
Sounds
just
like coke.
cocaine.
We made that
Mm.
joke, I think,
What?
last year that it was cocaine because it was all over the cookies.
Do it.
I don't know, I'm asking Keelan, what do you think? Is this any benefit?
I mean, if you want it, I'm not gonna tell you that there's benefit or not. That is your choice to figure
Can I make
out.
an Arcana
or to
check?
find out.
Coey, help me.
Quixotic from beyond the
Oh,
grave
help
says,
me.
or the grave says, "Do it."
He just whispers, do it.
Just whispers
he
right over his
pierces
shoulder.
the veil to just whisper in your ear. Do it.
Oh yeah.
I'll take my D4. Does a 16, do I feel confident that this is helpful or not?
As you think back to your time in this magical man's workshop and the bag of magical dust that you have that you managed to grab from it, you don't see any indication on the blueprint that it calls for some sort of magical dust here. The blueprint itself looks to indicate that a metal ring is cast and then inscribed with the necessary runes on it.
Okay. So then we are.
But you've seen weird shit happen, so
Save your coke powder for later.
I mean, I want to put the powder in the metal.
You should just do a
You
line.
know what you
before
should do is just do. Yeah, I was just gonna say do a line and then make it. It'll only make things
Is that
better.
gonna be good? I feel like it's gonna be
You
bad.
don't know. You don't know it won't be.
I'm inclined to think it's got good magical qualities, but
That Santa was fucking evil.
Was evil.
Yeah, don't look at me. I don't know anything about this magic.
Do
My
your thing.
magic comes from the land, and his comes from a god. This is your shit.
I just picture Tron going, "Let's fucking do this!"
Ah, ready to rock.
if my Arcana check doesn't indicate that they would be beneficial in any way, then I might not do it.
okay. Sounds good. It does not indicate that it would probably be beneficial.
Okay.
So
Now what do I do,
okay.
guys?
Read the blueprint.
Someone hold this while I read the blueprint. Keep it molten.
Okay.
Yep.
So as your metal heats up and begins to melt, the process, and you look over the blueprints, you see the process indicates that to cast the metal and then to inscribe it with certain arcanic runes. You think that once the
Does he have a cast laying around that we could reuse, or do we have to make one?
Yeah, there is a cast available with the smithing tools.
Okay.
So
So let's get this cast, and I'll take the cast out. I'll put it on the table, and I'll go. Come over and pour that gently into this cast.
We'll do.
And then when it's all filled up, I'll try to use prestidigitation to like speed up the cooling and everything, make it go faster.
okay. So you're able to cast it into there, and as it cools down, you pull it out of the cast as it is cooled down, and you begin the arduous task of inscribing this ring with the necessary arcanic runes into it.
Are you guys any good at carving or working with metal, or am I just gonna be point on this?
I would like to point out that no.
Very important that I let you know.
You're headlong into it, so I don't. This is weird that you're asking
I'm
to
just-
divert this onto somebody else. So
Not diverting. It's becoming more intricate. I'm just asking if anybody has anything better to.
so I can guide you through it if we whenever we get through checks and stuff like that. So
Okay.
I talked to you
I-
about I had mending at one period of time. So
Like, this is your show. We're here to support you, and we don't really
Okay.
we can't really add much to this, unfortunately.
Okay. So yeah. Cool. Could I have help?
well,
Oh, he's
I-
guiding.
Okay.
you're getting guidance. That's
All right. Now what do I?
he
I
already
will,
stop poking him. Just gonna make
I will.
it
I
harder.
will try to inscribe according to the plans.
So using the Tinkerer's tools that brought out for you, you begin the process of inscribing the Arcanic runes into the ring here. Can I have you make an Arcana check at advantage because you are using the Tinkerer's tools?
Yay. Am I using guidance?
Are you using guidance?
He said he was guiding
Yeah.
me.
Okay.
Next to him.
Yeah.
And then I might add a D6 to this too. And use,
Oh, you should.
yeah. Oh, yep, definitely should.
Boy.
It's one of today's. Come on, big. Oh, wow. Those are all dog shit.
14.
out of all of
Bro.
that. Holy fuck.
Rolled 3 dice.
Four
Four
dice.
dice.
As you get towards the end of the indicated runes on the ring, you're starting to feel good about how this process is going, and you get to one of the last few runes, and with a quick hit of the hammer and a wrong slip, the entire ring seems to have you do notice, but the arcane rune that you just inscribed is not what you had intended to inscribe.
Well, that's not right.
I'm doing my best here.
I understand. This is being critical. We want it to be right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get that. Can we try again, or do we have to, like, how do you erase it?
Yeah, we kind of have to just reforge it, I'm thinking.
I'm hope not.
And you think about the process to be able to erase whatever thing that you inscribed into here is to reforge it.
Oh, no.
So you,
Oh, it started a fire. So no,
All right.
I don't know if we can get it that hot though.
We could try. Let's just grab some more wood and throw it in there and try to see what we can do to fix this.
Looks like she's
So-
settled.
you reheat, you get the fire going again, taking the broken boards, getting it blasting, and eventually you melt down the ring that you had forged before into the molten metal that it was, and cast it again into the form to form the ring. As it cools down, at this point it is late into the evening, as it has taken some time to cast twice and wait for it to cool down this ring. But the
Exotic
ring
and I
is-
are playing tic-tac-toe in the ashes.
Yeah.
eventually though the ring does cool down, and you begin the task of starting to carve the sigils into the ring again.
Okay.
Um,
It's still advantage or not advantage?
Still advantage because you're still using Tinkerer's tools. Do you want? Are you doing it again, or is?
I don't think anybody has a higher intelligence than me, so it is what it is.
We're all
Okay.
10, I think. So
Yeah, it's 10 or lower.
All right.
All right, so I'll go, and I'll add a D6 to it, and I'll add a D4 to it. 18.
Okay. This time, as you hit towards the sigil that you had you had done wrong previously, This time, with a little bit extra caution, you're able to make sure that it's done correctly, and you do manage to finish off the symbols on the ring.
Yay!
I kind of hold it up and like this would be a lot easier with either Quix or Monty. This is fuck. Okay.
We're like sitting there behind you, like just cheering you on.
Yeah.
Can I ask McGregor what his amulet's about?
The one I robbed from his corpse.
You see him.
Yep, that one.
He says, "My amulet, my holy symbol." You're talking about
Should I not have brought this up?
the holy symbol of two hands cupping the sun was my pendant, my arcane focus that I used to cast my spells. And he leaves it at that. He says, "I would appreciate it if you don't rob from the grave of those around you. But alas, you're here with me."
Well, if we get out of this, we'll give it back.
You can have it back.
We'll see.
So,
All right. Now what are we doing? Am I gonna? I guess I walk over and pick up the thing and hope I don't die.
you pick up the
I
gyroscope.
did dispel it, so
And you pick it up gingerly, expecting that same flame to begin to pulse and ready to drop it. But as you pick it up, it doesn't appear to have the same magical remnants still attached to it.
Okay. Set it down on the table. Now I need to put this on here according to the plans?
The plans indicate, it looks as if the kind of the third ring is kind of attached around the other two.
Okay. Did I make it to the correct size? Is it fucked up in any noticeable way before I try to put it on?
As you kind of slide over it, it looks to be the correct size for the gyroscope.
Okay.
Nice.
Am I gonna Tinker's tool this thing on, or is it just on?
You think a combination of the smithing tools and the tinker's tools. You think that you can attach it through the pinions in there.
Okay. Goey, help me out here.
Yeah, gliding.
Ooh,
Same
I
check? Same type of check?
Yeah, go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
I'll add
Oh, balls on fire.
D4 and a
Oh,
D6
shit.
to it.
10. All right.
Okay.
All right, 9's pretty good.
Oh wow, 16.
With a 16, you take what
Pretty good.
looks like this summer star and add a third ring to the outside of it.
What if we just barely make it?
And you think, as you look at it, that it looks to be similar to what the or at least similar enough to what the blueprints show. And yeah, it looks as if you have followed the directions as far as the blueprints show.
McGregor, do the blueprints tell them what to do after it's made, or like what can we help them with now?
Yeah, does this look good? Like, what do you think?
McGregor kind of pulls in through one of the walls, and looks like he was.
I was taking a ghost shit.
He comes from over where the wine barrels were. He comes through that wall. He says, "Sorry, I was
Sniffing the wine.
reminiscing
Trying to
about
remember the
what
wine.
what this used to taste like. And he says, he looks at it. He says, "Well, there appears to be three rings attached to it. I imagine that if they attune to it and essentially recharge it through an attunement, that they may be able to control the weather with it."
So, does one of us want to try and write attune to it?
Yeah, I will try to. I'll like bang on the. Is there?
Bang on your drums.
We
Holden.
might have to write it out. I mean,
Yeah,
cuddling with
but
it for an hour.
to try to get his attention back on to
Oh yeah, got it.
reading.
Yeah.
So I'll like bang on the floor next to the pile.
Well, I did just ask, like, now what? So I would be looking to see if you were writing or showing me something.
Yeah.
I'm at least I'm trying to be aware.
Okay.
So I'll start trying to write a tune.
Okay. So as you start trying to write a tune, go ahead and make me a performance check.
I don't know how to help with this, but I'd like to try.
Look at that shit.
Okay.
Good job.
You're
Thank
literally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through the moral support of Alice, you
believe you.
guys managed to write out the word attune. And Turan, you do see this word.
ATOON.
Attune, and then the number 2, and then
Do either of you want to,
I will.
or is this still me?
I could do this one. That's not a problem.
So, as you begin to attune ATON to the summer star, you start to feel this sense of power, the sense of control come over you. You feel that you sense that you can
Control.
the weather with it.
He's like, shit, I already had that.
No, I don't actually.
No,
Not
I
yet.
know. Not yet.
it's like a crazy high level spell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
is
Now
that it?
tuned.
Like,
You
does that
are-
bring him back? Like, it just controls the weather? I ask him.
I don't know. I'm doing what you tell
What-
me to do.
But Gregor, what do they do next? They've attuned to it. Do they try to use it to channel it? How did you do what happened to you? I mean, we did it. We just tried to like shimmy the thing into a bag. But like, how is it intended to be used now that we've fixed it?
It says, "My intent was to control the weather with it. I imagine that if they control the weather with it, our ghostly spirits will pass on, and we will enter out of the border ethereal here."
Is it
That doesn't
is
sound
it
fun.
permanent? Like this thing's gonna go up against a god, right?
Because you think
Like,
this is
will
gonna
this
work?
thing be strong enough to reverse winter?
It says, "That was my intent, was to essentially eternally control the winter or control the weather through this."
Then what happens to Eno? Like, if he uses this, is he gonna like be permanently stuck doing this?
The ability to control weather through the summer star, theoretically, and albeit this is all experimental, is to be able to control weather from inside without the need to be outside, and to control it continuously.
I guess I'll go ahead and use it.
Yeah.
Give it a whirl.
While you were short resting to attune to it, I healed a little bit, and I'd be sitting next to her pile of ashes, and I would have put my hand in the handprint she made.
Oh.
Or
No.
While we're waiting for them to attune, Monty, is there a conversation you want to have real quick?
Well, yeah. So I'm assuming like we kind of put all this aside, but so you're quick, but you're
Yes.
well now you look like yourself. So
Yes. Well,
I
yes
I
and no.
right. You look like the presentation you wanted us to see. I'm guessing you had a reason why you wanted us to see that. You know,
This is the face of an old friend who passed away
Hmm.
from long ago.
Yeah, I know you don't take your forms lightly, and you know I've certainly met your kind before. You know, I'm sure you've got your reasons. So you know, if this is your secret, like if we've known each other for a while, I won't share your secret, obviously. But you know, if there's ever anything you need, or if you're running from something, or you need something helped with, or resolved, or taken care of related to this, I mean, like let us know. Like we can help.
I appreciate it. I'm just living my life. I don't know why I'm talking with an accent. There's no fucking body for it. He stops and drops fully out. He says, you know, I'm not running anywhere. I'm just living my life. It's just there's a stigma with being this, and you see him
Right.
just like,
Yeah. Do the whole
that
mystique thing.
tends to get you violently murdered. So I told Alice a long time ago, the only thing I don't want to be is just dead in a ditch somewhere. You know,
Yeah, I don't
if
think any
if I
of
do
us will let
pass,
that happen.
if I do pass, just a nice burial would be good.
Well, yeah, of course. It's come across many different cultures and burial and all that, but you don't have to worry about that now. Like no one's gonna let that happen to you. Not for those reasons. Not for those.
He
petty
laughs as he
reasons.
looks at the dust
A
of his
pile of
corpse.
ash.
You don't worry
Yeah.
about it now.
Yeah,
You're just a pile of
not a
ash,
problem,
so
I guess.
We're gonna get
So.
swept up with a broom like everybody else.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
blew your pile out to draw
Yeah,
it.
it's just. So, anyway,
I have no
But
idea
yeah.
how this is gonna go, but if we ever do make it back to our bodies, you know, rest assured, you know, I won't tell your secret. But you know, also, you know, I think, you know, if you know, however you choose to live your life is your choice, and we respect that. So
well, I
I
appreciate
respect that.
It's gonna, you know, if you know whatever this does, if it does anything at all, you know, we may just pass on. But if we come back, it'll be interesting to see what it looked like.
It will be. I'll try to quick grab a sheet.
Yeah, right. I think I might see if I can stand in the other room so that when we come back, I'm not standing in the middle of the room as a fucking doppelganger.
I don't know.
Mhm.
First things first, though. But yeah. So
We'll see. We'll
So-
see what happens.
You know, as you attune to the summer star and you take control of this powerful magical item, you begin to cast control weather in an attempt to, I'm assuming, warm up the weather around you.
Yeah, we'll go up from Arctic cold to cold.
And so the Arctic temperatures outside, as you cast what you think is control weather, begin to start
I'm
to
gonna go stand
emanate
over my ash pile just in case.
out from you. And as you do so, you sense this warmth, this almost spring warmth, begin to kind of emanate out from the summer star. You start to see a glow, but not in the fearful glow of what you saw earlier, but a embracing glow. And as it begins to glow and blossom, you sense that the magical presence of control weather emanates out from it, and it's spinning as you release it. It's spinning in the air, kind of levitating there in its place. And as you do so, Monty, Alice, and Kosatic, you on the portal ethereal start to see the form of Macretus begin to disappear. He says, "It worked. Thank you for all that you have done. May your rest be eternally peaceful." And his spectral form begins to fade away. The three of you looking at each other start to see your forms begin to fade away. Not knowing what will lie on the other side,
I blow a kiss.
Oh, it's been fun.
Alice blows a kiss. And that's where we're going to stop for tonight.
Oh, cliffhangers.
Cool.
So,
That's fun.
it is 12:03. It is
shit.
late. And we will see where you guys end up on the other side.
I had
So-
one magic item. One magic item.
And now you have two.
No, I have 0.
Hmm?
My bag of holding is destroyed.
Oh,
You can't explode a bag of holding without
you
putting
can.
another bag of holding
turned
in
into
it.
ash.
It is an 8th level control weather magic spell device that you guys tried to put into an interdimensional space. It destroyed the bag.
Fair enough.
And destroyed people.
good thing we have a backup.
Yeah, imagine how many bags of holding you can trade that thing for.
Right?
Imagine the power.
Just give
that
it to some guy.
Yeah, imagine the power that I would have to literally say I have to hand to somebody else. Yeah, that's not happening at this point.
Man.
Well, there you go. You
Imagine how
upgraded
much
your bag of
mayonnaise
holding.
we could get for this.
So
stuff.
much mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise.
So
That is the
greasy.
appropriate response.
So
You know what?
many eggs.
I never thought I would say this. I miss our jug of mayonnaise.
Right?
You know
So-
what?
We're gonna go.
If
Fucking air-
you know, when I get
fucking air
shunted
out.
into the ether, if I come back with my alchemist, I can just make jugs of mayonnaise. I mean, alchemist jugs.
So,
Jugs. just jugs of mayonnaise.
It's just it doesn't even bother making an alchemist jug. It's just a mayonnaise jug.
It's just a mayonnaise jar. It's
No one ever
it says
wants
almonds on the
anything else.
outside.
I don't know why I bother.
Yeah,
Just
they
mayonnaise.
interviewed what's his name, Perkins, and he specifically said it was like a 3 a.m. thing where they were writing the player's handbook. And they're like, you know, it'd be fucking funny if we put mayonnaise in it, and no one ever uses anything else from that jar.
Capital idea.
all right. Well,
Good night, friends.
thank
Thank you
guys,
so
everybody.
much.
Good night.
Yeah.
Feel better, Colin, Brandon.
Thank
TJ.
you.
Feel
All right,
better.
guys.
If you're not
Bye,
feeling
guys.
better,
Everybody-
let me know. I'll come over and give both of you great big hugs.
Eee.
There you go.
And